Hello, 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 and welcome back. Here we are, pushing towards the final destination, the final battle, the final peaks in this arc of the campaign. We've just consecrated this area with our cleric, healing the land. However, the curse, after being broken, summoned a Lich and a Balor. Although we have purified the land, we have now to pay the cost. It was booby-trapped a little bit. And as you can see, the blue is all the hallowed land, all the consecrated land. And actually these blue, the light blue lines, the fissures, they are earthquake fissures that go deep, very deep, 160 feet. And the Balor and the Lich are emerging from the bottom of them right now. They're emerging from the destroyed gateway that they were protecting, this gateway that led towards Orcus and his lair. And after we destroyed the power within that gateway, we can now move towards ending the influence of Orcus in this realm. However, first we must defeat these summoned creatures. We have to essentially pay the toll for destroying this magic. The group will be here just a little bit. They're all running a little late because we're starting so early today. That's the way she goes sometimes. The real question will be, can the group succeed? Or have they come too far in their bravado? Should have they just waited for Javrok to come here so that they could kill him without worrying about whether or not the summoning would happen? Who knows? However, if they are able to defeat these enemies, I'm sure they will gather something quite nice. Yes, quite nice indeed. So, when they performed this ritual, this consecrating ritual, the spell is called Hallow. Only clerics can use it, and it basically cures a desecrated land and allows them to have sort of a safe space. And when they were able to do that, they made this large safe space here. Let's zoom out. Look at this building. It's crazy. This whole map is crazy. So here's one of our members, Dingle. He's right now currently up with this large sling ballista. It's essentially shoots cannonballs of some sort. And over here we have Adri. She'd been keeping back, watching us as we'd helped our cleric there, Asayef. She was the one who was able to find a way to finally clear out this land of its influence. I'll check it out now, y'all. What you done down. This fight, I've been looking forward to this one. This is an interesting one. I know Dingle's looking forward to this one because he's been asking about a Lich. He's like, why haven't we encountered a Lich at like level 10? I'm like, dude, it's level 10. Like, if you encountered a Lich, he would destroy your party. He would literally just look at one of you and just be like, nah, not today. Dead. Instant one. I'm pretty sure you just one-shot a lot of them, so. I thought it was pretty funny. And I was like, there might be a Lich. And of course, I made it happen. That's how we gotta do it out here. I made him the King Lich too. King Lich. Weird. Just read that Alpha will be here in a little bit. I'm wondering if Adri forgot or just taking a little sec here.
My guess is she forgot. Or she got busy. She tends to do.
Yeah, either or. I've got the same intuition as you do. Or the same feeling, I guess. Oh well, it's D&D. It's not D&D if, like, you know, there's not a little bit of fuckery with the group sometimes. But yeah, I'll have to pull up the Merilith sheet too now that I think about it, because I better keep an eye on all those things. And then also shape change. Because I want to figure out if you get all this, like, sweet reactions, like if you can take a reaction the way she could.
Oh, good point.
Just all the little things that I think about in the back of my mind. Only legendary and layer actions.
That's what I thought.
I'll keep reading just in case there's something. Sometimes it's like a hidden down at the bottom or something, but... Yeah, so all of that reactionary stuff will be definitely on the table when you, if you decide to choose to come into the Merilith form.
Okay, so the parry I get, you know, 6 arms, parry makes sense. Do I get the teleport?
I think you would, because it's listed under actions. Like I said, it's only layer actions and legendary actions.
Okay, I just want to make sure, because it says magically teleports, so I didn't know if that excluded it.
Yeah. It does say magic, but I'm like, it's not. I don't know if it's technically, like, using it.
She doesn't do any spell casting per se, but...
Yeah, exactly. I'll look a little deeper into that, because it's kind of a weird one. It's like, it's not. She's not using a spell. It's using an action, but like she doesn't have spell casting.
Right.
I'm kind of like, I think that's like part of their like whole like nature of being a demon kind of thing.
Okay, got it.
I'll just double rule on it though through shape change. I'll take another look. Why not? Also, what's up, Dingle?
Nothing much.
Dope. I think Adri might have forgot we're starting early.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, well, we'll have to wait it out for a little bit. We're just looking through the rules on shape change and trying to figure out this Merilith form, because there's a lot of like little things that go along with it. So far it looks like you'd get pretty much everything though. We're just like looking at one thing, the teleport. It's magical, and usually you don't get the spell casting from it, so I just want to see if that's where that would lie. But as far as I'm concerned, it's under actions and it's not technically under spells, so I think it would be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, so far I kind of like the monster tokens. Especially the smaller one. Looks kind of like the Lich from Adventure Time.
Yeah, exactly. It definitely looks like that, and it's got a really cool. I actually found it online. It's got a really cool like background and like I don't know, not background, but border. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, these tokens are pretty hype. These ones. I actually had another Lich one for a while, or one that looks like a Lich, and but it didn't have like a cool background. It had really cool art, but it's just like, and then it wasn't quite as zoomed in on the face, and I feel like having this like the face be so prominent in this token is really, it like helps you see exactly what it is, kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've ruled on it. So technically, under all NPC monster sheets, they will tell you if they have specifically the spellcasting trait, and then also if they have innate spellcastings. This creature, the Merilith, has neither of those actually. So that action under there of the teleport is just part of their, like, I assume, demonic type of race thing, because a lot of them can do that, as we just experienced with the Pit Fiend, and obviously with the Merilith. So yeah, I think it's not actually spellcasting. It has no magic spells. It doesn't even have the spellcasting trait. So I will rule that you do have an ability to use the action of the Merilith to do the teleport.
Sweet. And just so I'm clear, so I can make 7 attacks, or teleport as an action. Teleport is its very own singular action, correct?
Yep, you've got it right. And that was a big problem with her in our last fight. She kept she kept failing and going prone, which was hilarious because she's supposed to be kind of like a pretty big bad guy kind of thing. But anyways, that sleet storm that Adri brought out really put her on her ass, and then, you know, every time she couldn't get up and attack anyone because she wasn't even close enough, and she couldn't move, she'd have to spend all of her time getting up. So then she'd have to like get up, teleport, and then, like, you know, everybody'd be away from her already, and then she'd have to teleport again to try and get close. I think it took like 3 turns for her to just move through the storm and get to people to start like trying to attack. And by that time, I think we even finished her off at the end of that round, and it was like really good kind of like kiting that we did. But yeah, it will take all of your action if you decide to teleport. You will get no attacks. However, you'll still have all your reactions and stuff. So if you teleport like right up next to somebody, they wouldn't really be able to move, or else you would have an opportunity attack.
Okay. Okay, so can I not teleport if I'm prone?
No, you can still teleport when you're prone. You'll just have to use the rest of your movement to get up like normal.
Right, okay. And how does the parry work? Is it just once per round, or?
Yeah. So I think she's the one with reactive end. Yeah, she has reactive. So every turn in combat, you can take a reaction. Whereas normally it'd be like you'd have to wait till the full end of all of everybody's turns. This way, you just have to wait till the end of any creature's turn, and then you can take a reaction.
Okay, so let's say there are 7 people in the battle, and so I could, including me, so I could parry 6 times. I can parry each of once.
Well, technically, it's not tied to the number of arms you have. It's just tied to how many turns in combat there are. So, if
Right.
there's
I was saying if there were 6 people attacking me, that was just the number that came out. So anybody who attacks me, I can parry once.
Yep, you can parry once on their turn. Yep.
Got it.
Yeah, and then you would lose the reaction after that, and then the rest of the turn would just be normal. And again, you can actually choose to parry different attacks. So, like, let's say you've noticed over time that, you know, it's the 3rd round of combat, and you know that one of these attacks is going to be way heavier than the other. You saw it maybe knock somebody out or something like that. Then you can, like, I would say it's totally fine to just, like, wait until that one comes and then use your parry. So yeah, feel free to use it, like, strategically if you start to notice something in the battle that you specifically want to parry.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Because yeah, some of these creatures, well, I guess there's only 2 creatures, but I mean, you know, we're getting into big bad creatures now, and a lot of them will have multi-attack. So you know, they'll be hitting you probably more than once if they're hitting you at all. We'll see who the tank is today, but you know, if they're hitting you, then you will at least be able to choose in the sequence when you want to do the parry. Also, what's up, Twitchers? How you guys doing today? We're just getting ready, getting warmed up. Looks like one of our players forgot a little bit about the fact that we're starting early today. I'm going to go ahead and message her and just see what she says. And then we're going to start getting into this. I think one of the biggest things is that once we start this, we're going to need everybody to be focused, because this is a pretty intense encounter. And I just want to make sure that once we get her here, everybody has maybe a second or two to calm down and start to think about what we're getting into, not just jump right into it. But I'm going to message her right now. Oh, it says she's active now. Oh, I think she definitely forgot then. That's okay. Anyways, we're going to talk a little bit more about the different ins and outs of this battle, probably with everyone. Alright, guys, I just went ahead and messaged Adri on the old Facebook Messenger. We'll see what she says. It says she's active online, so I'm quite confident that she just kind of, you know, it slipped in. Old habits die hard, right?
Yeah.
How's your other guys' campaigns been? I'm pretty sure both of you are in other campaigns, right?
Yeah, I am. They're going pretty well.
Cool, cool. What levels are you guys at?
Last week was really fun, but it could turn out very poorly if we make some bad decisions.
Well, that adds to a little bit of the almost like the fun of the game. It's like that mystery or that tension. It adds that little bit extra of like uncertainty, and kind of, you know, you get a little anxious or worried. I think it adds a little bit of palpability to the game.
Right. Yeah, we got stuck in the Underdark.
Oh no. That's tough, because getting out of the Underdark is notoriously difficult, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it's just when you're born there. I think if people who are like raised in the Underdark, it's hard for them to like go to normal society, but since you guys are already from normal society, probably, I assume, probably easy to find your way out. But I think there's like some sort of like social like thing that keeps people in the Underdark when I was reading about it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played a campaign where my character went into the Underdark, so this is new for me.
Yeah, I have it in my next campaign. I built it out, but I didn't build it out for these campaigns because I felt that the Underdark itself is such a large area, and same with like places like the Abyss. I really tried to like not make it so that we're going to those places, because all of a sudden then you have like, you know, a really big world and place to deal with. And but I am going to bring it into my next one, and the Underdark is specifically going to be tied to the Dark Dwarves. I think they're called Duragar, and the Underdark is going to they're going to have to go through the Duragar to get to the Underdark, and the Underdark is going to be tied to the Duragar too, and it's going to kind of be all one big underground area. But at least that way I can kind of put a little bit of limits on it, because that way it's all underground in a certain mountain area, and it's not too big. But yeah, it's an interesting place for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, she's on her way. Yeah, she actually thought it was for some reason she got really baked, and then she thought that we start at 1:30 every day, not 1. I assume that means one of her other groups probably start on the 30 rather than on the top of the hour, but that's fine. She just got a hold of me and said sorry, so.
I remember when I first started playing, I couldn't remember if it was on the hour or half, but
Yeah, you gotta form the habits. We've been in this group a lot longer than she has, I guess, so it's slightly more forgivable, I guess.
but only slightly.
Yeah, I put that word there for a reason. Although I will say, I can't really get that mad. I was watching one of my favorite D&D Twitch streamers, Arcadum, and he was starting a new group with some of the more famous GTA 5 streamers, guys who have closer to thousands and thousands of people who are watching. And they do RP in GTA 5, which is a weird environment, I always thought. But regardless, they're all really good RPers. However, when they got onto this guy's channel, they had 2 of their more chaotic dudes not show up for 40 minutes, and then the other dude for an hour. And this guy Arcadum's channel has thousands and thousands of people watching. There's 10,000 people watching for this new campaign, and there they are with 2 people not showing up, and we're all making D&D jokes. We're it's not D&D unless some people are late or somebody doesn't show up. You have to get the full experience, and everyone's it was funny because there's the whole community essentially for multiple of these streamers showing up, and then one of them was kind of late, and everybody's communities were all kind of ragging on him a little bit, but at the same time we all understood. The guy was buying a go-kart too, which was a weird thing, and then apparently he got stuck out in the boonies, and he couldn't get it out back to his house and stuff, and he's I have literally been doing this all day. I started at 11 in the morning, and this was way later in the evening that he was just getting home, and he's that shouldn't have taken 8 hours. I thought it'd take 3 hours. And yeah, it was interesting. I was yeah, that's life though. That's I can't get really angry because nobody watches this, but when somebody is missing for 10,000 people and it's the beginning of a campaign, it's kind of oh wait, that's a little shitty. But here it's we can just hang out and chat, and nobody's really, we're still having a good time.
Right. Another quick question. So, would I be able to cast my own spells in shape form, or am I just can't do any magic?
I believe
their magic, but
yeah, you can't cast their magic specifically. I actually read through this a few times after that, and I was wait, this actually doesn't specifically say he can't cast in general. It says that you don't. Oh no, it says without these spellcasting traits. So actually, if you were to change into something you just lose your spellcasting trait too while you're in it. Yep. Yeah, that's the way it reads.
Well, that ruins my plan.
I'll see. I'm literally going to Google for this because I'm that's a little vague.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Sorry I'm late.
No problem. We're just going through questions right now, different things we're all wondering about for this next kind of interaction here.
No. Right, because the fight was dope. And then we were doing the deconsecrating thing. And then there was another army that showed up. So you guys closed in the cave hole.
No, I closed it in preparation. They haven't shown up yet.
Oh, right.
They won't be here for 12 hours.
Yep, and yeah, I've got a little a better visual for that when we get to that part too, because I was explaining it verbally and I felt like it was just it might not have came out as good as I wanted it to, but do. It's interesting. People are asking really specific things about it. I'm like, I just want to know in general. Oh wow, it's actually, I've found one about the Marilith too.
Nice.
Oh, actually, okay, so they have ruled on this. This was the thing that I was wondering about, and actually, it's very clear now that I've read other DMs' ideas about this. So in shape change, there is a part that says, before the part that I read where it's like you're a basic part of that creature without the spellcasting trait. The thing that supersedes that is that you retain your own traits, your own class traits, your own innate blah 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 blah, and that way it's very clear. You have your spells and not their spells. That's how it works. So you actually still can cast as long as the creature you are in has the ability to have V, S, and M, your vocals, your somatics, and if you need it, some sort of focus or whatever. Your equipment is retained with you, so you don't need to worry about the focus. It's just you need to pick something that can speak, which the Marilith can, and has hands, which the Marilith does. So a Marilith is actually one of the best ones that they were saying online to choose, because at higher levels, you can not only spellcast, but you have all these crazy amounts of physical damage if you get into melee combat range. So I'm glad I looked that up, because now I realize that the superseding part is actually up above it, and it says that you retain all of your spellcasting and class traits, and that's what they mean by that, whereas you do not get the class or spellcasting traits of the shape-shifted whatever you shapeshift into. So there we go. We got the proper ruling, and I'm actually really glad I looked that up. And you can cast, so your plan is a go.
Sweet.
I'm really interested now. I'm like, okay. I hope it's not too good, but at the same time, I love seeing what people have up their sleeves. So I guess we can start now. I wasn't even ready. I was like kind of hanging out. We're having fun, just like looking up things, talking. I'll pull up my to-do just to make sure there's nothing too crazy before we get into this. Nope, everything is to do after this. So, just as a recap, yeah, we were able to come in here and beat the Marilith and the Pit Fiend that were protecting this place. And they were, setting up tents and different fires and stuff, as this was going to be sort of the new main camp of the armies that are about to arrive. We were able to displace and destroy all of the enemies in the area. And then once we were able to do that, we got our cleric, Asaif, who we brought here to begin her Hallow spell to essentially go ahead and destroy whatever desecrated ground there is in this area. And that took 24 hours, and while we were doing that, we decided to rebuild the walls that we had destroyed, and we also decided to rebuild the fortifying ballistas that are on top of the walls. We also made some difficult terrain out in front of the walls, and then we also, Kaleg spent an earthquake spell to collapse in the top of part of the cave entrance. Other than that, I'm just trying to think. Mostly we just relaxed. We recuperated from our large Pit Fiend battle, which was very close, and many of us were knocked unconscious during that battle. And then, yeah, is there anything else I'm missing for a recap? I don't know.
Correctly, me and you cast a firebolt on the ground in front of the gate. Do great difficult terrain. Apart from that, I think that's about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we walked around, did that. I guess so then, yeah, after we finished that with all of our resting up here, we were waiting for these armies to show up and waiting for the spell of Hallow to finish as we finished consecrating this desecrated ground and, changing it over to a friendly space for us. And once that happened, we found that the gate that had been created in this area at the bottom of the earthquake that Kaleg had cast 160 feet down where we had found the ruins, all of the sort of desecrated energy that had been pushed out of this area went into this gate and then it was destroyed. However, when the gate was destroyed, it activated some sort of portal, and out of the portal came this undead creature on the back of another fiend or demon type looking creature. And the demon creature was much larger than the medium-sized creature on its back. And you guys could see this at the bottom of the earthquake caverns or crevasses, fissures, I guess is the word they use. And at the bottom of the fissures, you saw them emerge, and the Lich addressed you, the medium undead creature addressed you, and he let you know that he had been summoned after you guys had destroyed this sacred, desecrated ground. And it's sort of like when you push out this desecration, that was what activated this portal. And when the portal opened, he basically looked at you and said, "You try to defeat the minions of Orcus? It's time for you to die." And that's where we left it off. These two creatures had just emerged, and we had chosen also the area of what the consecrated ground gives us. With the spell Hallow for these clerics, they get an extra bonus to tack on to the 60-foot area. Beyond pushing out any sort of fiends or demons. So just a heads up, you guys do have sort of like a 60-foot bubble around you where these guys will not be able to get in. However, currently it looks like they're in the bubble, but they're not. They're like 160 feet down at the bottom of the crevasse. So at some point they'll probably come up and they'll realize that there's this very strong bubble shield around you that they cannot move through. And then Asayef had chosen the courage modifier to this sacred ground, which means that none of the people within here can be frightened. I have put that upon you with the big guy on it. He's flexing the guns. So everybody has that other than Dingle, who's currently manning that big, or he's at least at the ballista slingshot. And then also Kadril, in preparation for this, cast Mind Blank on both Asayef and myself, Kadril, as a way to just protect us as we continued to do this. And also we had anticipated that maybe somebody would show up, so I think I cast Mind Blank near the end of it, just in case something happened during the night. I have gone ahead and rolled my NPCs into the turn order, so unless there's any other questions on this recap, we are going to get you guys to come into initiative, and we are going to kick it off today as we have taken over the final destination of this temple. However, we have summoned, through our consecrating actions, some sort of demon and undead creature. So yeah, I see we're coming in now. Dingle, Kaleg, perfect.
Rolling hot. Woo!
Coming in hot with the 4, yeah, baby. It's okay, Kadril and Asayef did just as bad, basically, with the 7s, so it's kind of funny. The top of our order right now is a 15. You wouldn't expect that, especially this late in the game. You're kind of like, what, a 15 is carrying it? But we don't have any rogues or anything like that, so. And then I guess, Adri, I think I'll need your initiative. Oh, no, it's there. Jeez. All right, let's go. Just going to zoom out, get my sheets ready as we get ready to dive into this encounter. And I believe the Lich now, and who goes next? It is the Lich and the Balor, but we need to add the dex modifiers to Dingle. Dingle, what's your dex?
Oh, what do you say?
What's your dex modifier?
Oh, let me check. +0.
All right, he's got a +2, so the Balor will go ahead of you. So it does go the Lich and then the Balor and then the rest of us, and then top of the order. Nice, and I'm really glad that we only have 2 enemies. I chose 2 enemies to keep it a little easier on me so that we can move a little faster, because these big battles near the end, they do take a little bit longer, as these creatures usually tend to have, with a higher challenge rating, a higher health pool. All right, so I will go ahead and kick it off. I'm just going to pull up my list of moves that I've pre-emanated, sort of, that he would normally do. You see the Lich is going to kick it off, and he first casts on himself I don't know how to explain it, an illusion spell that makes him look like he is duplicated. I guess I should just tell you what it is. I'll just ping it out because it's fine for you guys to know. Anyways, don't need to keep that one a secret. Alright, so he's now got mirror image on himself. And you see that he clones himself in a few different ways. Adri and Dingle, you guys can't quite see down into the fissures yet. Only the people sort of on the edges here, that would be Kaleg, me, and Issaif, can see down into it. However, we do see that he goes and casts mirror image on himself. And so now there's a whole bunch of different versions of himself kind of moving around in a circular pattern around him. And then he kind of just looks upward and he says, "All right, fly!" And he's talking to his Balor that's below him, this giant demon that's below him. And they speak in Abyssal. Now, I'm not sure if any of us really do speak Abyssal. I'm pretty sure none of us do. Alright, so you wouldn't understand what he's saying, but when he does speak to you directly, he speaks telepathically into your minds, so just keep that in mind. Anyways, the Balor now has to take a whole bunch of actions to move around. So, the first thing he does is he starts to fly up directly towards you. And because this kind of goes down 60 feet, he takes 40 feet of movement on his feet first, and then he takes another... Oh, wait, he's flying up. Pardon me. He takes... This is how it works. This is a big move because he's going to hit the side of it. So he flies up, and he's using his dash whatever thing. And he flies up 80, 100 feet, and then he hits it. And then after that, he flies 60 feet over to the side, and they kind of just hover there for a while. And so they are 60 feet down, and then I'll show you where. And they're inside of a crevice right now, as they're just trying to get out. And when the Balor, or the demon, flies into the... I'm really bad for that. When he flies into this sort of shimmery, kind of protective barrier, you can hear him kind of growl as he impacts it in a sort of definitely uncomfortable way. And you can tell that it's not... He's definitely unable to enter the area. And then 60 feet after, and I'll just go ahead and move the tokens together, and then we will start with whoever's next, which I believe was Dingle.
All right.
Okay, so just a heads up, they are still 60 feet down in this sort of crevasse. Maybe at the angle, I would say at the angle, they're still just a bit too deep that you're at. You'd have to be a bit closer to the crevasse edge. Or the fissure's edge. Yeah, but they're kind of down in that fissure right now. And that is the end of his turn. Let me know what you're thinking, Dingle.
All right. So right now, can Dingle see them since they're relatively close to him?
I'm going to say just because the angles aren't quite right, they're just a bit too deep, I would say that you can't quite see them.
All right. I guess Dingle's going to fly about 25 feet. Oh, let me click on him.
You heard them though, right?
Yeah, he's heard them speaking. He's heard the projections of telepathy in this area. So he knows that these people are here and that they are moving. And you would have heard the scream of the Balor when he impacted the edge of the Hallow spell. Other than that, you wouldn't have heard too much. And I guess when they were yelling, he yelled, "Fly!" but it was an Abyssal, and I don't know if you speak it. If I remember correctly, nobody speaks Abyssal here, which is...
Alright, what about now?
Yeah, you're flying up in the air now, right? You've taken your wings out?
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, you've gotten a lot closer now, and the angle is much more favorable, I'll say to you, and you've gotten, like I said, closer to the edge. So go ahead. You can see down in the crevasse. You can just barely see the tippy tops of them, but you can definitely target them now.
All right. So I'm going to do 2 sorcery points for quicken. I'm going to quicken Crown of Stars to make it a bonus action.
Nice. And you see, I believe it's 9 or is it 7 stars emerge around your crown.
All right, and for my main action,
7.
I'm going to, I guess I'll firebolt the Lich for my main action.
Perfect. Go ahead and give me the firebolt. Okay, so that does hit. Now I'm going to have to go and bring back mirror image because I have to roll. So. It is 3 of them. Now, if I have 3 currently, I must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack. If I do not roll a 6 or higher, then the attack goes to one of my dudes. I'm just going to take a second. Roll a d20 to determine whether the attack... Yeah, okay, good. All right, and now that I'm able to take it and destroy one of my dudes, you can show me the damage on it if you want.
All right. It's only a 26. 31's
Yeah, it looks like all of them just die immediately. So now he has only 2 more images. You can see in total there's sort of like 3 images around him, or of him. But one of them has now been destroyed, and he only has 2. And I believe that would be the end of your turn, unless you want to... You're flying right now, so you can't really move.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn. Also,
Okay.
ignore the second Crown of Stars. That was an accident.
Oh yeah, no problem. I'm also going to try and remember how to do the double stacking of these layers, because then I can remember how many stacks of illusions he has. 1 sec. There we go. Now he's got a little 2 on top of him. And if you guys can see that, let me know. But you should be able to see a little 2 on his side effect there, and that side effect represents his mirror image that he's carrying right now. Alrighty. Adri, you are on the ground, so you don't have the same vantage point that Dingle does, which means you can't see into the crevasse quite as well. If you were to move closer to it, about 5-10 feet, maybe over here kind of thing, or over here, or even just move up 1 5-foot space because it's a pretty big crevasse, I would give it to you, and then you can target them.
Okay, then I will do that. And
Booyah.
and I think I'll just like throw out a basic. Whoops, zooming cat. It's a really basic spell. Entangle on the, like, have these vines come out of the wall kind of thing.
Oh, cool.
Right, well, because they're in the wall, so like, I don't know if there's anything underneath them, so like, whatever the point of the ground that's underneath that large creature, because it's a 20-foot square of vine things that will try to.
Yep, I'm just reading it. I believe I'll just give it to you. You can cast it on the wall because they're kind of flying in the fissure right now. They're up in the air, but I mean,
Okay.
they're so close to the fissure is only about 15 feet wide. So you could cast it, and the 20-foot square would, it would encompass both sides of it. I would give it to you. All right, so here we go with some strength checks to make sure that both of these creatures, because it's enough to, the 20-foot square is enough to encase both of them. They will go ahead and try and do strength saving throws, or else they will be restrained. Now I'm just going to check both of their sheets to make sure they don't have any sort of crazy stuff about being restrained. I don't think that either of these would. I know the Lich is more of a, or the undead creature is more of a caster, so. No, this is good. Good call, man. Wow. Smart shit coming out right now. Let's go. The Balor is obviously going to win. If you look at it, he has a plus 14. That's just stupid. But let's see how the Lich does, because if he gets restrained but the Balor doesn't, then they'll have to they're going to have to figure that out, honestly. They're going to have to really figure that out, and I think this might work, but we'll see. Way to go. Okay, now unfortunately I do have to do something that will not be nice. He has legendary resistances, so you have succeeded on restraining him. However, he can choose to save the throw. He only has 2 of these remaining now, which is very important to keep track of, and I'm going to his tracker right now. I put it somewhere. But anyways, regardless, you have now burned within the first round one of his legendary resistances, as he has to use this to make sure that he can maintain sort of flying and getting out of this crevasse so he can start attacking you guys. God damn.
I was kind of hoping that would happen.
Yeah, that was good job.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's a good use of it's a level 1 spell. Oh my god, yeah, that's a good use of a level 1 spell.
Why have I not thought of this before?
Cool. Yeah, I think you've used Entangle a bit, but I mean, most of the time we're just looking to get things killed, it seems, but that was really smart. Okay, anything else then? Because that would be your action. You still have a little bit of movement, and you can bonus action stuff, but not any, only cantrips.
Maybe I'll just take a step back again.
Sounds good to me. Okay, I changed it. There, he's down to 2 legendaries. All right. I assume that ends your turn.
Yes, monsieur.
Perfect. Cadril is going to kind of come a bit closer to the edge here. Just because I'm trying to get an idea of how deep it is. So it's 60 plus like an extra maybe 20 to 30. So I'm going to say right about here he's within 90. Yeah, oh, I got to get my sheet out. All right, here we go. He's not going to keep tossing to hit things. Or like win past things. That's something that he was doing last time. It just worked so bad, you know? It was like last fight he did not much. So he's seeing this is going to really try and impress everybody, and he's going to cast Fireball. And he casts it at a much higher level. Oh, rolling 3 ones on the extra damage. Wow. But at least they will go ahead and try and make these saves. Lich Boy fails. All right, they both fail, and I'm just going to go ahead and see exactly what happens now. All right. So you see the fireball wash over these creatures, and as the fireball impacts and explodes and washes over the demon seems to be completely unaffected by it. There is no effect on his skin, whatever, and he kind of laughs in a sort of demonic laughter as he shakes it off with his wings. However, the Lich, the fire consumes him and burns his robes, and you can see that parts of the fire rips off parts of his flesh, and it seems that it is burning him in a true manner. And I'm just going to think about it. Whether or not he wants to, I don't think he'll worry about this one specifically. He's not going to use the legendary resistance to pass because it wouldn't do too much. So he will take the full brunt of the damage, and then Cadril will end his turn passing it off to Asaif and then Kaleg. Alright, doing some math here. Just 1 sec. Got it. Okay, let's go to our clerical NPC friend, Asaif. She did so good. She actually got it done. The Hallow. She finished the Hallow and was able to complete it. Now let's see what she wants to do. She'll probably throw Guiding Bolt, which is like the best thing for attacking. Yep. So she's going to aim for the Balor, seeing that it seemed to not take any damage after Cadril threw it at her. Oh, crap, I can't move her. It's on her. Fuck. 1 second, guys. Stand by. I've just got to do some map management stuff. Just got to change the Hallow to not be on a Saif anymore. That way I can move her around and it doesn't move with her. The skeleton arms I just pulled out will be the new marker for it. There we go, and I'll turn hers off. You guys can see that now, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
Wonderful. All right, now I can move her. Boom. Okay. And if I put this on the map layer, oh, it's lost now. You can't see it, right?
Nope.
Okay, coming back. There we go. We'll leave it there for now. All right, and a Saif Guiding Bolt coming in as she aims at the demon who seemed to be completely unaffected by Cadril's fire. Oh, wow, she definitely hits. Okay, so I'll make sure to put that on him. The Balor does get hit, and then it takes 14 radiant damage, and I believe that is going to be pure burning damage. Yeah, radiant always fucks with demons. You see the radiance burning over him in the way that fire almost should have. However, the radiance seems to be working on him, not fire, as he is immune to it. And Cadril will yell that out, actually. At the end of his turn, he'll be like, don't use fire! Hit the demon with radiance! And at the end of a Saif's turn, I guess. And yeah, I think we'll jump right into... K-Leg, it's your turn, and just give me a sec before you... I'm just going to make sure I put on this like token that he has the glowing, because a Saif hit him with the Guiding Bolt. Now the Balor is actually glowing with radiant energy, and it makes him very much easier to hit from ranges. And a Saif will say, hit him now! We've got the advantage! Yeah, and I'll leave it there. So K-Leg, let me know what you're thinking.
I'm thinking a lot of things. First, I don't think I have any radiance. So I have a couple thoughts. My first was, hypothetically, if I did shape change, could I even do it in this zone?
Okay, I'll pull up Hallow quick, and I'll give you a ruling on that right quick, because that's a question that I really wasn't prepared for, and we probably should have thought about that. It's funny, we talked about this strategy like pre-game so much, and then it comes up, and you're like, oh, I forgot about that. But I think she can choose who it affects. 1 sec.
Type, so...
Nope, unfortunately you cannot enter it when you are shape changed. I will also say though, neither can they. So I mean, if you're gonna go fight them with the Merilith, you know, do some hand-to-hand combat or whatever you're thinking. I don't know what you're thinking specifically, but you know, they will be outside of the place anyways. So you could probably, you know, just get outside of it and then worry about it, because they will be there. They're never gonna be able to make it into this place. So.
Right. So that's for later. First off, I wanted to. She was thinking of doing a firewall above them, but knowing that the demon doesn't affect it, Um, she was thinking of just creating water around it.
Cool.
Now, the spell wouldn't hold it around it, but it would. It should douse any flames.
All right, sounds good, and it'll probably slow him down a bit. Okay, so we'll go ahead, ping it out. Let me see what you're thinking, and we'll go from there. Also, what's up, Twitchers? Hope you're having a good day. We're just getting into this Lich battle. He's got mirror image. They're getting out of the earthquake right now. Yeah, 30-foot cube. Okay, oh no, you can destroy a 30-foot cube of fog. 10 gallons isn't very much. I remember this one. But you want to? Okay, so what do you want to do with it again? You want to?
Well, I was wondering if creating it around the demon would douse any of it.
All right.
Because it's fire, right? It has fire or something.
Yep. So so you're trying this. You're not asking me like hypothetically. You're saying like I want to know. Tell me what's happening.
Yeah, because I mean I wouldn't be like, hey DM, will this work before I do it?
Yeah, exactly. I'm making sure you're not doing that.
So yeah, she's gonna try creating water around them.
All right. So you see the water. Oh wait, what's the range? You might have to get closer to. I was gonna just go right into it.
Oh, 30 feet. Yeah, I don't remember how far. Are they still 60 down?
They are still 60 down, which has been a bit of a weird part of this. We're all having to like crowd around this one little area.
Okay, she would know that.
There is a thing though. I guess you could like create it and then like it would fall over the turn of the next turn. Actually, no, that wouldn't work. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Let me know what you're thinking, because that will be out of range even if you are standing at the edge of the crevasse or the fissure. Yeah, so Twitchers,
So,
the blue lines represent fissures that were caused from an earthquake when we ambushed this site
let's see. So
and
they
took it over.
Let me get distances.
Also, feel
they
free to
will
hit
be
me up in chat if you got
flying
any
up,
questions.
presumably.
I always love chatting with my Twitchers. I'm going to take a little hoot too while Kalik figures this out, because it's a tough thing to do. He has a plan, except he's just got to figure out these next couple turns.
All right. So she will move up here and hold it until they get higher up.
Oh, cool. I like that. All right. So you have prepared your action to cast Create or Destroy Water to the point where they are within range, I will say, right?
Correct.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and see who's next. Oh, wait, that's the end. It's because we've got, like, nobody here. It's a nice short battle. We're not fighting a fucking army today. Okay, cool. So, the Lich boy. Turn 2. Here we go. He is holding an action until the Balor lifts him out of the crag or the fissure. He is just holding an action, and that is all he is going to do. And then in the turn order, the Balor will take his turn again, taking all of his movement to get up onto the edge of the wall here. We're just at the top of the created wall that you guys made back. Whatever, we fixed it, and we mended it as whatever. I don't know how we mended it, but we mended it. A lot of spells, that's how we did it. And once the Balor reaches this point, then you see the this guy, the Lich boy. He goes ahead and he casts. Gonna get it out, and I might as well ping it before I do the area.
Oh, hey, really quick, I have a question.
Shoot.
Did the Balor come up from that area?
Pardon?
Or did he, like, fly up, like, closer than fly over to the gate?
Oh, sorry, I didn't even really explain it. I should be talking about all of this stuff. This Balor is... Oh, go ahead.
Because if he came, like, up through the wall, I guess it could be counted as, like, difficult terrain or, like, the thing above difficult terrain, making his movement speed, like, fucked.
Yeah, totally. I will say he has 120 base, 240 on action dash. However, he just chooses on this to specifically teleport to the spot. It's one of his things that uses all of his actions, similar to the Merilith. It's a very common trait amongst these types of demons that seem to be coming out of Orcus's, army. And anyways, so instead of, moving, I realized, wait, this guy doesn't have to move. He can just use he's going to have to use it anyways to get where he wants. Might as well just use the action instead of the dash to do the teleport. That way there's no confusion. He just literally, him and the whatever dude, they teleport there right away. And then, yeah.
I would.
But good question.
So does that mean I can create water now?
Yes, there was a point, I assume. Yep, you're at the very edge of it, actually. You're just at the edge of the Balor. You can catch the Balor. I would say you can catch the Balor, but the Lich is like 15 feet on the back of him, and he's a little bit farther back. So, but however, that's the only target you really cared about anyways. So go ahead. Oh, there's no rolls either involved in this. I just have to pull this up. Anyways, one sec. Stand by on his magical whip, I think is what you're looking for, right?
Anything on fire, I'd like to try to douse it. That includes him.
All right, so he has a fiery whip that you guys saw earlier, and also he is carrying a sort of white sword that is crackling. Now that it's closer, you can see it's not just white, but it's crackling with subtle lightning energy. And he has magical weapons. So when the water douses him and everything else, it doesn't specifically do anything to him. But then you see his whip go out for a second, but then it immediately reignites with magic fire, and you realize that the whip is most likely not going to be able to be doused unless it's maybe submerged in water for a very long period of time, or like frozen in ice, some other sort of means of completely dampening the magic of this weapon.
Now, quick question, just because I know science. Water and electricity don't exactly mix.
True. Very true. I can actually go back to that too, because I know his weapon. So, I will say, yeah, we're going to bring that to... We're bringing that in, because you're right. It does act as a conduit from his weapon to him. It's a way to attack him. So we're going to add the lightning damage from his weapon as you create basically a conduit between the weapon and him, and the water saps a lot of the energy out of the lightning from the weapon, and it hits him. All right, 16 damage to our friend. However, you can see as the lightning crackles across him a little bit that it doesn't quite do a full amount of damage. He seems to be somewhat resistant to it.
Oh, poo.
Wicked. Well, here we go. That was a cool little move. Also, I will say, now that he's a little bit closer too, you notice that the Balor does have a slight flame aura about him. And when the water hit him, the flame aura itself also dampened for a short time. However, it came back the same way the whip did. I almost forgot about that. I was like, isn't that something I have to activate? And I'm like, oh no, he just has it all the time. He's good to go. Anyways, all right. Yeah, so that was your held reaction, and now we're going to do, or an action held as a reaction, and this is now the Lich's action held as a reaction as they arrive at the top. He casts a globe around himself that has a faintly shimmering barrier, and you guys aren't exactly sure what it is yet. Don't read, like, if you know the spell, whatever, you'll understand it, but don't meta too hard on it. as far as what it is, but when you see this medium undead creature cast this shimmering globe around him, it's only in a 10-foot radius, so it actually only encompasses him. The Balor itself is much too large as a huge creature, and so it's only... I'm going to make a little thing for the undead creature as well, but that is sort of like his own aura.
Oh, could I attempt to counterspell it?
Yes, please do. Now we're within range. Yeah, definitely. Go ahead.
Alright, it's got to cast to 5th level.
Okay. It does not immediately destroy it. However, I'll get your int check.
Let's see, an int check.
Yeah, not a save too, just a check.
Alright.
And the DC is 10 plus the spell's level, which I know. And not even with advantage. Unfortunately, you burn the spell slot, but the spell goes through, and he is still able to create his shimmering dome.
Alright.
Oh, wait. K-Leg's gonna try. Or Kadril's gonna try. Yeah, I'm within range. Fuck yeah, dope. Okay, actually, I'm gonna try too. So, cast that one.
Oh, wait, sorry. The int check was for the spellcasting ability, right? Because so my spellcasting ability is Charisma.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's your spellcasting check ability, not your. It's not an int check. It's a spellcast. It's just because I'm a wizard. I think int, right?
Yeah. Alright, want to make a charisma check then, or...
Yes, please do. Yes. No, we're gonna go ahead and get your... We'll do a real charisma check. Or wait, what's your plus on charisma? 5?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I have to take the first roll still. Unfortunately, it's too low still with your added bonuses. All we have to do is change the roll, right? We just add the extra proficiencies. A 7 is still too low, unfortunately. But here, Kadril's going to give it a shot. So he's not sure what this guy's casting the level at, and he kind of just wants to try. So he's just going to cast it at 3rd. And hopefully it's enough, you know. He thinks he's smart. He doesn't probably have to spend a lot of energy if he can get lucky. So I'll go ahead and make my spell casting, which is int. Sorry about that there, Dingle. And we'll see what he does. Min-maxing. Oh, yeah, that's definitely... We're good to go. I didn't roll a 7, luckily. Okay, cool. Actually, so we are able to dispel that. And the Lich kind of looks at Kadril, and he just... actually, he projects into his mind telepathically, as he does. He says, evil little witch. Okay. Just thinking if there's anything else he can do after having that canceled on him. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure he cannot do anything. Oh, wait, he can no, he can't because he uses action. All right, actually, yeah, damn, that was a good one. Good counter spells all around, boys. Here comes the Balor. Now, at this point, Balor is still not able to get inside, so I gotta remember what he's doing. I think he just chills out, unfortunately, in this turn. Yeah, this is the turn where he chills out. So the thing about this fight is that eventually the Lich is going to try and dispel your Hallow spell. And it is a thing that can happen. I'm just going to let you guys know that now. And so, you know, but for now, the Balor and the Lich are currently still stuck outside. And the Balor specifically has no real ranged abilities. So if you're able to continue to keep him at bay as long as you can, then you will definitely have the upper advantage in this fight. All right. Now, we go to Dingle. As you've seen these guys, they're trying to set up, you know, like he's trying to set up this globe or whatever, but he failed. And now you have these two kind of standing there stupidly in front of you. And the Balor is actually still glowing from a Saif's guiding bolt. And then the Lich has a couple dancing images around him still.
Alright. For my main action, I'm going to spend 1 point in Careful, and I'm going to use it on the Flying Snake, because this plan would not work otherwise. And I'm going to cast Sunburst right here. So where everyone, which is the Balor, the Lich, and the snake, are in range of it, because you're careful, the snake isn't going to get hit by it.
Thank you for being careful and saving our pet snake. All right, let's see how these guys do. Lichy boy, what can you do? Oh, wait, I'm going to try and counterspell you. Ha ha ha. Oh, and I've got to, wait, I got to keep an eye on this. So I've already spent some spells. I did Mirror Image, yes, and then I did Globe of Invulnerability at 6th level, so I have no 6 levels, yes, okay, cool. And now I'm doing a counter spell, so that's going down there. Good, we're all caught up. Here comes his int check to see if he can screw with you. Oh wait, and I better check his spellcasting abilities. It might not be intelligence. Oh, it is. Yeah, he's like a wizard like me. What up, wizard bro? Undead wizard bro. That's what we are. We're undead wizard bros. Okay, anyways, enough of that. Damn! With a +5? Come on, homie. Alright, he does not. He wastes his spell trying to counterspell you, and he is not able to do that. So now he will roll, and the Balor will roll on this sunburst damage. And I believe, if I remember, is it Dex? Oh god, I'm so bad. Oh, it's Con.
Constitution saving throw.
Thank you,
And
thank
failed
you.
save, they're blinded for 1 minute. And undead and oozes have disadvantage on the throw.
Oh, thanks for reminding me about that, because it's part of the whole radiant section of spells. That's right. Shit, y'all know your spells. Let's go. Okay, so disadvantage. We're going to run the Lich Boy first, because I believe... Oh, that's not even going to happen. Okay. Let's roll it. He's got nothing to help him, so he's at disadvantage right now, unfortunately, for the Lich King. And we will see how his Constitution saving throw goes. However, he has some proficiency in it. And at disadvantage, that will definitely fail. However, how much is this? He's got to use it. Unfortunately, he's got to use it. He's down to 1 already. Holy, he's sitting around just getting owned.
Oh no, uses it legendary resistance.
Yeah. So he saves, which means it has no effect. But the Balor, you never know. Here we go with the Balor, or the demon. I mean, you guys can read it. Just don't metagame it too hard is my real ask. Although we've already found out which one's immune to fire, and we're not using it, so you know, we're already doing good and not metagaming. We're just in-gaming, which is awesome. Let's see. Now this one does have magic resistance, so it equals out to a normal roll. We've got a disadvantage coming and then an advantage stack from magic resistance. So, oh, and he's not undead actually, so he gets true advantage here with a +12 con saving throw proficiency. Let's see how it works. Ooh, dang. Well, you burned one of his legendary reactions, at least that.
Alright, and for bonus action, I would like to send out Emotive Light towards the Lich.
Cool. From your Crown of Stars. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you're shooting a star, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, motive light from where? And then I'm like, oh, you mean a star. But yeah, I get what they're both the same thing. That hits for sure.
Alright. For 16 damage.
Oops, sorry. Yeah, 16 damage, radiant.
And he must make another Constitution saving throw.
To maintain his mirror image, is that what you're thinking?
Actually, wait, hold up. I haven't really heard this again. I may have misread it.
Okay, I also just need to retcon something at the beginning of his turn. The Lich did get something that I forgot to do. So he gets, oh no, that's not this turn. Oh god, whoops. Oh, that's not even the right thing. Never mind. Disregard the rejuvenation that I just pinged out. There's 2 different types of rejuve, and one is, it's hit points, and the other one is body, and I forgot that this is not hit points, it's actually body.
Okay, I was wrong with the saving throw. I thought I read a different spell.
Yeah.
16 damage is not that bad.
No, definitely not. Oops, no, definitely not. And, 1 sec here. I just want to see. So, were you looking at mirror image? It's not a concentration. It's an instant.
Oh no, I was just looking at the Crown of Stars. I thought
Oh.
it said like roll Constitution saving throw. If they fail, take 1 minute of blindness or whatnot.
Okay, got you. No, he'll just take the damage then. However, I do have to roll to see if it will hit one of my mirror images or if the Crown of Stars bolt will hit me. The DC has now increased not just to 6, I believe it goes up a little bit more. I should have just remembered all of them when I was there. Sorry, what is it? Do you know already?
8.
Thank you.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. I meant 10. Wow, just barely able to see this radiant star coming towards him, and just at the very last moment, he's able to bring one of his images in front and take the hit for him. And that means that he is only now at one of these things, as he just has one duplicate kind of moving in and out of him. There, I've moved it down to 1. Also, I'll make sure that I get the Lichy boy down to 1 left. Yeah, he's down to 1 legendary resistance on his sheet. So you guys have worked that out pretty good.
And I move,
Sorry,
I
yeah.
move 25 feet, and that's my turn.
Awesome, thank you. Made it nice and easy for me. Let's see. Adri, you're next, as the Balor and the Lich are now on top of the wall, and you can see them very clearly. And they have, oh wait, who guided bolt? Has anybody hit him since the guiding bolt? I didn't even think. No, nobody's. Nope. Okay, no, that's not targeted. Nope. So the the Balor is still glowing technically, from the guiding bolt of Asaev's turn, and other than that,
Well, technically, I hit him with his own weapon, but
that wouldn't count. It's not not to hit.
just wanted to clarify.
Yep, no, that is fair. That you did cause damage, but we just need somebody to roll to hit, and that will give them the advantage on it. Or it doesn't matter. Maybe Asaev will throw out something later. Regardless, Adri, your turn.
I'm going to throw out a moonbeam.
Alrighty.
Because that's radiant damage.
Yeah, it's a really good thing we figured that stuff out at the beginning of the fight.
Oh.
Oh, that's fine. And with this moonbeam, because you can target like in a vertical sense, it will hit both of them because it's like it's in a 5-foot beam on top of the Lich, I would assume, and then it would go down into the Balor.
Yeah, it's 5-foot radius, 40-foot height.
Yeah, exactly. He's tall enough for sure. So let's go ahead and roll with both these guys. Con, if I remember correctly.
Constitution.
All right, and your DC is 17 or 18?
18 now.
All right, so he'll pass, but still take half the damage. I'm just gonna show spell, and then the Balor will do his, and he passes. So just reading all the other shape changers. I don't think we have any shape changers today, so they won't have to instantly revert to any sort of form. And alright, so yeah, we'll go ahead and run that damage in, as the Lich and the Balor are able to save on it, taking half the damage. And now you guys, they're kind of like lit up with a moonbeam that is illuminating sort of a central spire through both of them. Awesome. Anything else, Adri?
No, that's everything.
Sorry, what was that?
No, I'm good.
Okay, cool. Alright, Cadril and then Asaev, and we'll go to Kaleg. Okay. Now it's time to try something even more intense. I'm aiming at the Lich when I do this. I'm specifically trying to make him do his stupid saves. I'm casting it at 9th level, because I don't have my 8th level slot, so I have to cast it instead at 9th level. There we go, just took it out. The Lich has not taken a counter. Oh wait, he took it on Dingle's turn. Shit, he has no reactions. But he only has his legendary. So we are gonna see, I believe, it's 150 points. Yeah, so you're gonna see that the Lich is going to look dumbfounded for a second, and then he's going to use his legendary reaction to not become dumbfounded, essentially. And then, yeah, then he will have none left. So there you go. Now he's at 0 a day. He has been tapped, as you guys have been hitting him with lots of cool shit, and yeah. Cadril will kind of say, "Keep hitting him with heavy things. I think he's breaking." Yeah. Alright, I'm just looking up Guiding Bolt, and it does say to the before the end of your next turn has advantage. So her turn will go, and she will be able to hit this thing, and she will be able to have advantage on it because it doesn't end until the end of her turn. So she can reapply the Guiding Bolt advantage, which she is going to do, casting it at 3rd level once again. This time she misses, and at the end of her turn, the glowing radiance that is around the demon also dissipates. Okay. We've had a couple magic users toss at it. Kaelig, I'm going to get you to go right away, but I do need a little quick bathroom break. Feel free to take some time to discuss the metagame of the battle while you milieu in this sort of crazy, vicious violence, and I'll be back in 2 minutes.
We're doomed!
So doomed.
All right. I'm back, Twitchers. How you doing? Just gonna have a quick little hoot here in Canada. Marijuana's legal, and I really like it, so I'm gonna have a quick hoot, and then we're gonna get right back into the DMing. I'm really jacked up on caffeine today, so a little bit of marijuana is a nice way to relax. Also, everybody, if you are enjoying today, feel free to tune in next time. Not next weekend, but the one after that in July when we start again, as we are finishing the last few battles of this arc in the next month, and then we'll be starting a new campaign. All right, quick hoot, and then we're back into the action. Thanks again for everybody tuning in, and let's see. I'm on the edge of my seat. It's this Lich, they got to get into there, and he's got some ways to do it. We'll see how it works. All right, let's go. Okay, here we go. Got the water. We're all set. Let's get back into it. All right, Kaleg, I am now here. Are you guys all still here?
No, I am.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and jump back in with Kaleg's turn. And I will... Yeah, go ahead.
So she wants to do something, but I don't know how it works. Like, I know how the spell works, but Okay, so she wants to dispel magic,
Oh yeah, love it.
but I don't like. I'm not sure how it would work because she doesn't know levels or anything. Is there a way to know stuff like that? Like I've been spent the whole last round trying to look it up. I can't even find it.
Let's talk about it a little bit because dispel magic is a very unique kind of it's got a lot of uses and it's got a lot of ways to be done and interpreted. So, how about you discuss with me? And I don't want to give you too much, but just let me know what you're thinking. And you were wondering if there's a way to learn the like level of maybe like a magic item. Is that what you're thinking, or the level of a spell that somebody's cast upon themselves?
I was thinking the magic item. Have I seen the Lich have anything on him?
Ooh, go ahead and roll me a perception check, please, and then I'll let you know what you know about the Lich specifically. The Balor is so large that you guys, I've explained him outright. What you see is what you get. With the Lich, there's a little bit more to him, and different things he's carrying, and depending on how well you're. Oh, you've got a passive of 23, right? Yeah, I don't ever need you to roll for me. Which is kind of funny. I love it. So I'll go ahead and explain a little bit more about the Lich. He's not just a medium undead creature. Under his dark kind of degraded cloaks, he has a secondary cloak. You assume that it has some sort of use because who the fuck wears two cloaks, right? Anyways, he's got another cloak underneath his regular cloak, and it's kind of weird. It doesn't fit very good, and it kind of, you can see that it's under there and it's hidden a little bit, but it doesn't look like it has like, you know, any sort of aesthetic use. It must have some sort of other use. And then he has some jewelry on his hands. He has a ring, and then just wondering about this last one. I gotta go to a different page. 1 sec. Give me 2 seconds because I have it in a different page. Here it is, and I gotta not say what it is by saying stuff about it. So give me a sec. Oh, he has also along the lines of the jewelry thing, he has another necklace that is around his neck. Other than that, those are sort of like the three other things you would notice about him. Other than that, he's completely just normal wizard type dude. Other than the fact he's an undead dude.
And with the Balor, it's just the two weapons, or
yeah, it's just the two weapons and his subtle fire aura that he has around him, and then yeah.
And the aura's a creature thing, right? It wouldn't be a. I mean, it's not a spell. It's a part of his being.
I'll say with the 23 passive perception, you are very confident that it is coming from him and not some sort of other item that is hidden upon him. You are extremely confident, like basically 100%, that there's nothing else there. It's definitely coming from him.
All right. But as far as item levels,
yeah, that's a
I'm
little
sure
bit interesting.
That works regardless, but
so what I do is well, normally I would just, because it would have a spell that's been put upon it. So let me think about something for a second. Because what are you, which, you would be able to dispel magic on certain items on these people. It just depends which items you choose and then how they were infused with the arcane magic. So depending on which items you choose and which, how, like, you know, how you cast it and stuff, because it changes with the level that you cast it at, then
Right.
then it would be kind of like up to the nature of the item, and then and without, like, I wouldn't, I wouldn't really give it to you. I think it's a little bit cheesy to just say, hey, hit an Arcana check, and then, oh, you know exactly everything about these items.
Yeah, no. So from what I understand, ninth level is the highest spell in the D&D world.
Definitely, if you shot a 9th level spell,
So if I cast it at 9th level, it would be an automatic dispel no matter what level it's at.
Exactly.
But I want to keep my 9th level spell.
Fair enough.
So again, don't want to metagame. She will cast Dispel Magic at a... No, she'll just do 9th, because... Yeah, 9th level on the robe.
Oh, on the robe that the Lich is wearing, right?
Correct.
All right, you are able to successfully dispel the robe that is hidden under his other robes. The cloak that he's hidden under his regular cloak, it now has no effect. And when
My spell had no effect.
no, his item now has no effect. It's lost all of its magical properties, and you can sense that as you reach out and shoot this out. You can sense the magic in the item actually leaving it, and you realize, you can tell now through the innate sense of the spell that it worked. You've definitely done it.
Nope, none of us have taken damage. Correct.
Not yet. They've been trying to move up out of the earthquake and just kind of set up right now, so they haven't been able to, and then stuff's got kind of countered spelled and stuff, so
that will be that'll be her turn for now.
perfect. Top of the turn order, we all gain our reactions back, or at least this guy gains his reaction back at the beginning of his turn, and he's only got one mirror image. So now he's not even playing around. You guys canceled his globe, and he's starting to get really worried. So he is going to do literally exactly what you just did. And he's casting a 9th level Dispel Magic at the Hallow spell.
Can I counterspell?
We will both definitely try to counterspell this one. So yeah, he's trying to take down your big old protective barrier. He tried to set up his own, and he thought that would help him, but he's starting to feel that he just needs to get in there and get the Balor in there, and he's going completely offensive in the hopes that we can base race each other, essentially. Counter spell, charisma of 8. Unfortunately, that does not even come close. Let's go ahead with Cadril. I'll go ahead and take it out to him down to 1/3 level. Yeah, because I don't even have my 9th or my 8th. Okay, let's go. Ooh, we both burn counters trying to counter it. However, the spell does come through. And you see the Hallow spell that you were kind of, relying on or whatever, enjoying your protections. They have been dispelled, and the area is now no longer under the effects of Hallow. With that, we all lose our abilities to fight back with courage, and we can now become frightened once more. I guess I could tell you, hey? I don't know if I want to tell you. You're gonna feel bad. It wasn't. I'm just gonna say it wasn't 9th. Let's just put it that way. But it was high, so it was worth it.
He was thinking it was holding him together, so.
Oh, fair enough. It was a special magic item that definitely gives him a little bit more extra fun. But it's gone now. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I'll just say you didn't need to use ninth, but it's probably the best idea you did. I would have done the exact same thing in your level, and I've already burned ninth level stuff already because it's just like if you don't know, you just do it. It's a big thing, just do it. So anyways, shit. Now I'm like, wait, we just talked about all that. The Hallow went down. Oh, that's the end of his turn, I believe. As you guys tried to counter his dispel magic, but it did work. And now the Balor is set free. Jeez, he can't even really land there. He's so fucking big. Oh, he can fly though. All right, the Balor is flying just like a little bit above you guys. Well, actually, no, he's got to land. He actually does have to land. So he's gonna come land. Actually, he's gonna come land by obviously Kadril and Asaev. They're like. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead. And now you see Kadril and Asaev have been jumped upon. As the Balor is now set free. And we'll go ahead and do our attacks. I just got to bring back my sheet because for some reason I deleted it and didn't hide it. Here it comes. Oh, I should probably roll for this too because I don't know who he's going to attack. So, it's 2 attacks. Odd, it will be Asaev, and even will be Kadril. Even will be Kadril. All right, let's go, Balor boy. What you got for me? I will already probably use my magic, whatever it's called, to put my illusionary self between this attack. Both of these will hit, but the first one I will shimmy out of so I don't get hit. The second one will definitely hit. And I will take that away from myself too on my sheet because I can no longer do it. My illusionary self has now been burnt. And let's see, how do I get... Oh, that's not too bad. Oh yeah, and because it's the whip, he wraps it around me and he tries to pull me towards him. Now, it doesn't really matter because I'm already there, so I'm not going to do the strength saving throw. But you see that the Balor kind of wraps the whip around me and kind of tugs me a little bit closer. And you can see that that's part of the mechanics of the whip, is that he can wrap it around people and probably drag people. It also has a really huge reach. Anyways, 16 slashing and 9 fire to Kadril. Okay. Now, when the Balor moved into this area, his flame aura. Oh no, it's at the start. Sorry, I misread it. I thought it was at the end. Oh, it's at the start. Okay, so next turn, if Kadril and Asaev do not take initiative to move out of that aura, they will be burned by the flame aura that is sitting along the ground, essentially. The Lich is up on the back of the Balor, and because it's only a 5-foot thing on the ground, it's kind of just like a 5-foot radius around him on the ground. And the Lich is unaffected by it because he's 15 feet up in the air, way above it. Anyways, that will take us to Adri, as you've seen that our Hallow spell has now ended, and the Balor is wreaking havoc amongst our spellcasters.
Sorry, I think you skipped my turn.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely skipped your turn, man. It's the 12. It's at the 12. Yeah, thank you. Please do that because actually, that's weird. That's the second time now I've done it. I don't know if it's specifically to you, but in my other campaign I did it once and I was like, what the hell? How did I skip a turn? I've never done that. And that was the first time, and now I've done it twice. So anyways, go ahead, Dingle. Thanks for speaking up.
Alright. So I'm actually going to spend 8 sorcery points. 6 of them on Careful, which is on me, well, Dingle, Adri, Kaleg, Asif, Kadril, and the Snake. And the other 2 will be on Transmute. And I'm going to use me. And the fire is transmuted to acid, and all 4 points of it are targeted onto here. Oh, they're only affected once, so, you know.
All right, wow, let's do it. Meteor storms erupt from the sky, and you see 4 meteors come to the ground. They are not fiery, though. They are carrying acid, as greenish, blackish acid is erupting from them as they're coming down. And you see them all direct to one area, and we will see how these guys do. Lichy boy, Lichy boy. Now, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Wait, one sec. We're going to start with the Lichy boy. I knew he was going to fail, so let's go ahead, because he doesn't have any extras, really. He has a special ring. K-Leg, you saw it earlier. I told you about it. It actually does something. It's a ring of evasion, and it allows him to do extra dex saves. So he will save on this, even though he failed, but he has to use one of these, whatever it's called, charges. Boss Boy's got moves, baby. Boss Boy's got moves. All right, but that means he'll still take half, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and it's okay, cool. Here we go. I'm gonna do the damages too, just so I don't get too like sped up here. Take them one at a time, one at a time. So this acid's definitely probably gonna do some weird shit to him. Let's see. Slick, slick. The acid hits for sure, so that's 64, and then 2 is 32. 32 acid for sure, he's not resistant to it. It burns his undead flesh as you see the meteors spray him with little chunks of rock and acid. And the bludgeoning,
Yeah.
I think he's immune. Yeah, oh no wait, that's a magical attack though. No, but it isn't a magical weapon. No, this is a magical attack. It's not like a non-magical weapon. It's specifically bludgeoning from a magical attack. So he's not technically immune to that type of magic. So he will take half of that as well. What is that, 37? No, more.
38.
38, yeah, 38 and 32, so the total of 70. Huge, huge. Huge, mate. It's proper huge, even with the saves, man. Even with the saves. Okay, and it's not to hit, so he still has one mirror image up. And now I'll go ahead with the Balor, but before I do, I will say that this meteor impact has been very hard on the Lich. Up until now, he looked pretty normal. He'd taken a couple pop shots or whatever, but this one took a big chunk out of him. And now there's like parts of his flesh being rotted off by the acid. There's little holes in his body where these pieces of shrapnel from these meteors had exploded and punctured him like bullets and punctured through his chest. And you can see the little holes kind of bleeding at a little undead black ooze. And let's go see how the Balor deals with this. Dun dun dun. Now he does have advantage because of magic resistance anyway. It's not like it matters, but so he will save on his own. He doesn't have any special stuff to do that with. And let's see about his resistances and immunities.
I have a question. Did the Lich and the Balor start their turn under my moonbeam still, or?
Actually they did, and that is at the beginning of their turn, I guess, hey?
Yeah, it's at the beginning of their turn, and let's see, until the spell ends, when a creature enters the spell's area for the first time, or on a turn, or starts its turn there.
Oh, okay, thank you. I actually thought it was just when you bonus action moved it again, but okay, cool. They will then do the con saves. Quick, I'll retcon that real quick. Thanks for pointing that out. All right, they both passed and it was 5, so they'll both take 5 more damage. So the Lich is actually looking a little bit even more hurt than what I explained earlier. As they were all moving out of that range or whatever and starting their turns, I should say. They also had to deal with the burning of the moonbeam coming down on them. And now, where was I with the Balor? I think I
It was
know.
dead. You were checking his resistances and immunities.
That's exactly right. He just failed, and he doesn't have any specifics, so he'll take the same amount of damage the Lich did, actually, with a total of 70.
Cool. And if I bonus action, I will send off another mote of light towards the Lich. From Crown of Stars.
Hell yeah, hit him up.
Nope. That's my turn.
Awesome. Cool. I will go to K-Leg? No, who's next? Oh, it's Adri next. Yeah, I'm way off. Adri, go ahead.
I guess I'm just gonna keep concentrating on this booming.
Sounds good. So, probably bonus action, move it over, right?
Yeah.
Or I guess it's actually an action. Just reading it here, it's an action.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, she's gonna keep burning them down. I will go ahead and roll the dex saves then. Pass fails, so 11 to the Lich and 8 to the, or 5 to the Balor and 11 to the Lich. All right, the Lich is getting burned down. You guys haven't been targeting him with a lot of like singular spells. Over time, we've just been eating him up with other stuff. I guess, yeah, that's the way to do things. And he is looking hurt, but the Balor itself is actually not looking very hurt at all. It took the most amount of damage from the meteor storm that came down. Other than that, it's been kind of getting chipped away at, and you can tell the Balor is a lot stronger, most likely, than the Lich, who has been sort of trying to rely on his abilities to counterspell and stuff like that, and magic to keep himself alive, and it's not working very well. Okay, so the actions, bonus actions or movement.
No, I'm.
Sounds good. All right, I gotta get Cadril and I gotta get a Saif out of here. Cadril will bonus action step and then Ray of Frost after. Misty Step. And then I'll turn around and toss out the good old cantrip that I know will hit him for hopefully something. Ray of Frost unfortunately does not hit as I send it wide. And then a Saif will... And actually I'm going to take another little 10 feet back this way. Or 15 to that sort of fence there. Saif, our little cleric, she needs to figure out a way to get out, so I think she's actually going to have to channel divinity because she doesn't want to get hit as she leaves, but also there's not a lot of healing right now that needs to be done, so maybe she'll just take the hit and then heal herself. Just a quick thinking on a Saif, because I don't want to use channel divinity. She gets it twice, but I don't know. Yeah, so... Oh, no, wait, this is what she's going to do. She casts Sanctuary, and then she's going to walk out, and it's going to have to make a Wisdom save to try and attack her. Oh, and she can still use an action to swing, so she's gonna do something funny. She casts Sanctuary on herself, and then she literally tries to physically beat down this Balor with whatever melee weapon she has as her action. Oh, she carries a two-handed warhammer because she's a cleric, so she'll bring that out and try and hit him. And she'll miss, and then she'll start to walk away with Sanctuary on her, and the opportunity attack will happen, and we'll see if he can even hit her due to the fact that she is being protected by Sanctuary. I just gave her the old guy working out there one. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, the Balor is definitely able to understand how to get through her sanctuary, and he will hit her once with the longsword. If he does, let's see. She actually has an AC of 18 as a cleric, so she is totally fine as this guy tries to hit her, and she walks away, not even caring really. And she's just gonna go to the side of this kind of fence here as well. Really just trying to get out of that fire aura that is engulfed the Balor. Alright, that is their 2 turns, and that will take us now to Kalig.
Alright, so Kalig is going to do something rash, but we'll see. She's going to plane shift the Balor.
Damn.
So it's a charisma saving throw.
Hey, I'm sorry, but it says 8 willing creatures. The Balor has to be willing.
You can banish one, and they have to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, cool.
Alright, I'm just, yeah. Okay, I'm just reading it. I don't think we've
It's like-
seen this yet.
Last paragraph. You can use this spell to banish an unwilling creature to another plane. And I'm gonna pick the water plane if it succeeds.
Wow, cool. This is cool. You have to hit the creature first, but yeah, okay. Good luck.
So, how do I do that? It's D20 plus my spell mod.
You got it. It's exactly right. Proficiency in spell mod plus a d20, and we'll go with that.
D20 plus spell mod.
Plus proficiency. Oh, yeah, you're good. You're good. Way good. Way good. Wow. I'm just going to take a look on the end of the demon to see if there's anything I can do with this, because this is pretty big. This is like you're succeeding on a, you could have failed this. So anyways. Holy, is there any way I can break it? Is there anything that is immune to this thing? I'm just like trying to deal with it. All right. So it is technically, it says has to make a saving throw. Technically, the Balor has advantage. And the save is 18.
Really low on that.
Here we go. Here we go. All right. Let's go. Yeah, roll really. Yeah, we'll try. We'll see. Pray to the gods, everyone. Pray to the gods that we will never see this Balor again. Oh, the 28 there. I'm sorry. It's advantage. It was so close. The 17. Oh, if only. I'm just like, is there anything that gave him disadvantage? But no, I don't think there is. Let's go back to Moonbeam. I think they're still in the Moonbeam, so maybe there's something from there that gives them disadvantage. I don't think so, though.
It's a plus 12.
Yeah, he's got +6 plus proficiencies in it. So, like, you know how rogues can end up having, like, +12 in, like, all sorts of different things? Yeah, this is that's his version. He only has a few, like, this one doesn't have a dex saving throw, so he's very much a tank. And then, like, he has wisdom and charisma because, they're, like, demons are kind of, like, kind of smart and charismatic, so I don't know. I don't know what the explanation is for, though. No, okay, so he does pass, unfortunately. Good try, though. That was really good. With the spell hit and everything, I thought we might see it just completely evaporate.
I was hoping. I wasn't expecting a plus 12.
Fair enough, especially from, random creatures like this. But I believe the Pit Fiend and, well, the Pit Fiend definitely had a huge charisma bonus. I'm not sure about the Merilith, though.
I don't get how demons can have charisma. Anyway, if it wasn't for his advantage, though, it would have worked.
Exactly, it really would have. And, yeah, Other than that, I don't think there's anything we can do with it. Oh yeah, I was gonna go back. The reason they probably have a lot of wisdom and charisma is because they hang around with devils. Fiends are all kind of the same thing, and demon fiends and devil fiends usually hang out together, or at least have some sort of interactions. So yeah, demons and fiends and devils are all sort of tied together, and they do have societies and all that type of stuff. But regardless, yeah, and that's why the Lich doesn't have to control this mount, is because it's a sentient creature that's also like really old and really dope. So, anything else?
Yes. She's going to Misty Step, and she'll go behind this building so they won't see where she reappears.
Nice. You are effectively hidden. So, yeah, we'll keep that in mind. Let's see now. That will bring us back to the top, I believe. Yep. Okay. Well, the Lich is hurting. You guys can see that he's been ripped apart by the shrapnel of the meteor storms, and the acid is slowly burning him away. This is the one thing that he's going to try and do. He's got to protect himself. Guys keep beating me up. It's not fair. He once again, yeah, we're both gonna counterspell it again. Yeah, he tries to counterspell the global, or he tries to do the globe of invulnerability. Let's go ahead and do our counterspells here, bud. As our two counter. Oh, you did it. Nice. Well, I wouldn't have. Well, because it all happens at the same time, I'm just gonna take the spell slot anyways. But you are definitely effectively able to end the globe of invulnerability again. And the Lich is livid. He's smuttering under his breath, you know. He's like speaking abyssal, just you think he's maybe even cursing at you in abyssal somehow. Yeah, let's see. I'm just wondering if there's anything else he can do on his turn that might help. Nope. All right. Let's go ahead then with the Balor. Balor ain't gonna try and cast no spells. Let's see who he's gonna go towards. Definitely not K-Leg, so there's 4 targets, and starting at a safe, it'll be 1. He's coming towards you, Dingle.
What do you say again?
Actually, that works right good there. He's coming towards you, Dingle. He's going to come attack you. The Balor, and let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah, both those hit.
Whoops, sorry, there's not 2 long swords.
3 of those hit.
There's just 1 long sword. I accidentally clicked it twice. So yeah.
No.
Okay, we've got 36 from the slashing and lightning, but however, you are resistant to lightning, right?
No, I'm not. I'm just doing a sorcery point for that.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. So that will be 36, and then 27 from the rest of it. And we don't need to do the strength save because you're already within 5 feet of him.
Alright. So, how much damage is that in total?
I'm just doing it right now. 65, isn't it? 36 and no 65. 65.
Alright, cool.
And if you remain in that area, you will be in the fire aura. And I believe, let's see, is that a gap there?
Alright. So, is it still the Balor's turn or is it my turn?
That is the end of the Balor's turn. And now, it'll be your turn.
Alright. So I'm going to use Thunder Step to get away from.
Clap, clap, baby. Let's go.
And as long as the Balor and the Lich fail Constitution save, they take 13 damage.
Oh wait, no, he gets advantage on this, so he will save, but so he'll take 6. And the Lich, let's see how he does. He also saves. And he takes half damage. How much is it though? That might almost be enough.
7, I think.
6.
6, but it's enough actually. Unless he has specifically thunder resistance. I fucking doubt it. No, that's too weird. Okay, cool. Yeah, at that point, the Lich is blown back from the thunder step, receiving, even though it looks like he's going to make the save, he's not going to live. Let me know how it looks as he's getting destroyed by this.
Let's see. Like, Dingle just kind of like furls his wings after, getting fucked up by the sword and whip. And then he just takes 1 step forward, emanates like a loud boom that he heard from miles off. He teleports away and leaving off like a sonic boom of lightning, just knocking the Lich away. And the Balor's kind of okay, I guess.
Yep, he takes a small amount of damage. Oh, wait. He did have one more. Actually, he has something up his sleeve. I'm sorry. I've got to counterspell that. I keep forgetting that I have counterspell on this character sometimes. It's going to come at 4th level, so I don't think it defeats yours.
Nah, it does. It's a 3rd level spell.
Oh, okay. So actually, it does just cancel out, and I'll just go ahead. Well, I can leave him. I didn't take the points off yet, so. Well, you burned one of his 4th level spells. He's got no 3rd levels anymore either, so. Every time he counterspells, it's costing him more and more in magical energy than it normally would, so.
Modify, I guess, Lich.
Alright, this will probably fucking kill him. It's funny, he uses his counterspell at the beginning to fight Dingle, and then it's just like, he's got nothing after that.
Alright, 55 damage.
Oh, he still has one trick up his sleeve. You see that one layer of mirror image? He does have one. I think the DC's 10 now.
11.
Oh, 11 or higher. Here we go, 11 or higher. Wow, he is able to deflect it into his... Dude, he now has no layers of that, however. And you can clearly see the Lich in his desiccated, nearly dead form, still fighting with every last breath of magical energy that he has left in his body. But he is clearly visible now. There is no dancing magic images around him.
Alright, cool. End my turn.
Alright. Let's go ahead then, and we will see... Oh, I haven't even been keeping up. Adri, your turn.
Moonbeam!
Do the beam, yo. Let's see how we do with this one. Okay. Okay, so they both pass, but they still take the 5 damage that's coming out. The Lich is literally at 1 health now. Don't know how to explain it other than that. He looks like he's at 1 health. And the Balor still looks pretty healthy. He's been beat up a little bit with different scars from the acid and the bludgeoning damage from the meteors and stuff, but still looking pretty good.
Oh, I got him to come. Maybe I'll take a little bit of a step back.
Sounds good. That will provoke an opportunity attack.
Oh, am I that close? Okay, then that's fine. I'll just stay.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell because he's such a big dude, but technically you are right on the corner of his 15 feet of token size.
Then that's fine. We can just leave it.
Okay, cool. All right, Kadril and a Saif. So, Kadril, seeing that the Lich is nearly dead, will definitely try and shoot some lightning down that way. And he's specifically aiming at the Lich. Come on, big damage, baby. Oh, what? It's not even... why does lightning bolt always do this to me? Anyways. The Dingle, do you know how to make it to roll with the damage so it just does it automatically?
Just click the button. That works itself out.
You click it on the core page, not the spell page.
Okay, yeah, I moved back. I'm like, I think it's on core. And I have to drag it in, don't I? Weird.
Your spells, it should be on your...
Maybe I just can't see it. Like, I'm dragging it into my attacks and spellcasting, and it's not showing up. So for some reason, I don't know. It's something special about it right now. Regardless, I'll just roll it straight out. I'm rolling it at 7th level. So 4th or higher, you add 1d6. So that's 3 extra d6 to my 8. It's 11d6. Easy enough to just do it yourself, right? Anyways, I'll fix that one day. Probably not, actually, but maybe. 31 coming down. Not the best damage, but kind of good. As I shoot it just beside you there, Dingle, you guys can see the bolt now, just like that, hanging out. And we will get some dex saves. My spell DC is 19. Magic resistance for the Balor means he gets advantage. Does not matter. He takes it full on. And let's see what the Lich does.
Where was that roll on plane shift?
He passes, but that's fine. It will take just enough to kill him because he's got 1, so he's dead. As you see the Lich's body get hit by the lightning bolt of this like large, line of lightning that comes from Kadril's hands, and it sort of just electrocutes his body over and over and over until it's smoking and crackling and singeing and bubbling, and eventually Kadril, as he lets out the bolt, he lets out a sort of cry, seeing the Lich die. He just goes, "Ah!" And that's about that. With that, he's not going to move. He's in a good spot, and he doesn't want to get closer, so we'll go to his Saif next, who's definitely going to toss some healing directly to you, Dingle, and she's going to use the one heal, the actual spell. Just give me a sec to do some damages and all that, make sure my math is all correct, and then we can move on. And now it's Saif's turn, and she will come out and toss heal. Blah blah, how you like me now? What level is it? Oh, she burned it. Oh, I forgot she didn't get a rest. She was the one casting Hallow, so she didn't get a rest from last fight. Okay, she's gonna do whatever else she can. Gotta heal our homie. Six creatures, prayer of healing. That's right, that's the next one. And we will cast it. What's the highest she's got? Oh, she's still got 4th level. Okay, good. Everything above that's gone, though. So this is up to...
healing took 10 minutes.
Oh, you're right, actually. I don't play a healer, so this is kind of throwing me off. And I know I was just ready to throw heal, so I'm like, what the fuck am I doing now? Thank you, because I don't play healer very often. Holy shit, I'm not sure she actually has anything good. She doesn't have, and this is so bad, but she doesn't have healing word. She has a bunch of other ones. I guess she'll just guiding bolt. Unless, no, channel divinity, I forgot. See, this is why I don't play healers. I'm not really smart at them, but she does have channel divinity. There we go. And we'll get to doing that. So she gets, I've never done it on this type of cleric either, so she gets a number of hit points equal to 5 times her cleric level, which is currently 10. Oh no, 12, because we've been with her for a while. She's been part of our party leveling up. So she gets 60. And she can divide it however she wants between 30 feet and how many creatures? Well, she'll just dump it all into Dingle. Yeah, you're within range. Slick. So Dingle, she will dump 60 into you, taking you back to full health, actually, just perfectly, 121. I went ahead and got it for you. Yeah, and that's one of, she can only do that twice ever until long rest, and so now she has done that. But that will end her turn, and we will go now to the druid Kaleg Odish. I've never really used your last name.
Kaelig Oitka.
Thank you. I was like, I did such a bad job just now. Oitka. Kaleg Oitka. Let us know what you're doing.
She's going to cast a spell magic level 5 on the whip.
Ooh. And oh, you're level 5, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, she has
Okay,
no
I
clue
didn't
what-
do this one yet. I was doing the so let me just quickly check out where it's going to be at. I'm basing it off the fire damage that its magic is. And then a similar spell to the level. Fireball is 3d6 to start, right?
That's not my area.
Yeah, that wouldn't be yours. I think it is. I use it a little bit, you know, or I'm just wondering if it's D8s or it's D8s though. Oh no, it is D6. Oh, and it's 8 to start. Holy shit. So this is really low. Okay, yeah, that immediately disenchants his whip. That's what you were aiming for, right?
Correct.
Yeah, the fire from the whip immediately extinguishes, and you can see the Balor look at you and look really confused, and then he kind of just goes, and he like lets out a weird little hiss at you as he's very angry.
I was just peeking around the house. He can't see me, but
Oh yeah, I was like, where the fuck is Kaleg? I'm like looking all over the map. I'm like, where is she though? Like I'm just like trying to figure it out. No, that's right. You were hidden behind the house for whatever, and he's not even looking that way currently. He's looking at Dingle, so you were technically behind him, and he does not know where it came from. So he's gonna look around instead of at you. He's just gonna look around and hiss at nothing in confusion. Anything else?
I don't think I have anything that I can do a bonus action on, so.
Sounds good. Our Lich boy is dead. How sad. Not his
I
turn.
was already.
What'd you say?
I said he was already dead.
True, now he's just like really dead. Okay, so at the beginning of this turn, I will roll the damage for his Fire Cloak aura, which Dingle and Adria, you are still in.
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam, thank you. God, why do I think it's always just on her turn? It's at the beginning, yeah. Anyways, a lot of stuff at the beginning of this guy's turn. Let's go with that con save coming, and then we will go ahead and get the rest of the damage out for the Flame Cloak and how that works. And I can ping that out right now. I'll do the check first. And then here comes Fire Aura. Okay, con save 16-2. That fails. He's going to take 11 this time. As you see the radiance of the moonbeam continue to burn down upon him. I'm actually going to maybe... I'm going to put the yellow back there just so I remember it. I need a little visual cue usually to remember things. So, and then now, anybody who's started in 5 feet, you take the damage. I'll roll that out. And then...
Oh yeah, quick question.
Yeah.
Wait 1 second, reading it really quick.
I'm going to have to retcon damage on 2 melee attacks. I just read it now, actually, for Asaif, because she tried to hit him with her hammer. Oh, she didn't hit him, though. Only, actually, K-Leg, I'll roll you another special 3d6 at the bottom, and that will be when you hit him with your whatever. It just didn't work. You physically hit him, but it didn't work.
Alright, never mind. I misread the fire aura.
Oh, wait, and... okay, so wait, what?
Did I hit him?
Never mind, you didn't actually. I was just gonna retcon that too. Actually, it wasn't a melee attack technically. You hit him with a spell attack when you were trying to plane shift him.
Oh, right.
Actually, wait. I'm gonna read plane shift again to see if it specifies if it's a melee spell attack. I would probably have to make you take that damage. And then Dingle, you said something.
Oh yeah. Yes, I do. Because I touched him. I have to. I forgot about it, but I knew going into it I would take the damage.
Yeah, and I'm gonna retcon that now. So the first one will be for Dingle and Adri, and then the next one will be for you, K-Leg, and then Dingle. I think you had something to say about the fire aura.
Yeah, I thought it was a save you had to do. I misread it.
Okay, no problem. So, yeah, Dingle and Adri, you will both take 10 fire damage, and then K-Leg, you will take 9. And we are all caught up. On the fire aura damages. Now it is the beginning of his turn, and I will roll. As 2 people are within good range of him, he will just roll between them. And that will be Adri and Dingle. Adri, you are odds. Dingle, you are even. Alright, he turns to Adri now. He's getting really pissed off that this moonbeam has been following him around. And he is going to swing. Now, this whip, if it lands, we take away all of its fire damage now because it's not fire anymore. Oh, good thing, too. Good thing you dispelled it because it just crit. Oh, my God. All right, I'll get this out here. 30 plus 19 is an easy 49 damage coming down onto you, Adri, as he hits you with both his whip and his electric sword.
Okay.
All right, what's up? Let's see. Here we go. That should be the end of his turn, and we will get to Dingle next, as the Balor is now kind of looking a little bit beat up, but he's also, in your guys' face.
Alright. I'm
Wait,
going
so
to...
how much damage in total was that again?
49. So I believe that will put you to 70.
And I'm going to use a Thunder Step again.
Nice. All right. He does get advantage. We'll go ahead and roll that dex save. Oh, shit. Con save. Pardon me. For some reason, I'm like, every movement thing is a dex save. If it moves you, it's dex. Just kidding. Anyways, a con save coming here. Meat beats. Just a heads up. So that will definitely pass.
Nope.
Half
And
damage. We're wearing them down, boys.
Did you just use all of your movement speed to get over there too?
I just use Thunder Step. I can teleport after I use it. I can teleport 90 feet away.
Oh yeah, duh. Anyways,
Actually, can I do it from there? Let me check. Oh yeah, I could. Alright, for my
Yep.
bonus. Sorry. My bonus action, I'll just send out another mode of light towards this guy.
hell yeah, that hits. It's funny, we're finally taking some damage from your Crown of Stars. I'm just wondering, this is number 5?
I have a tab open, so it should be... I should have 3 left if I did the math right. Counting
Okay.
this one.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is yep. That we're both on right. Cool. Yeah, the Lich hadn't take any of these shots because he'd been passing on his mirror images. This guy's definitely gonna take it, and it is hurting him. The radiant damage hits true, and you see it impacts in his chest and leaves a large smoldering hole in his chest.
And since am I flying or am I on the ground?
Well, that's kind of up to you because you thunderstepped. So if you thunderstepped 90 feet, you can also kind of go up into the air, I would assume, with thunderstep because you're magically teleported. So if you want to be in the air, that'd be fine. I will give you like you have your wings out and you're just kind of like in the air.
I'll say I'm on the ground. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run 25 feet this way. If I click on him first, at least.
Okay, and I will say, be mindful of the fissures. They are still there. I had K-Leg kind of on one earlier, and I didn't really say anything. But just keep an eye out that you're on. We'll maintain the idea that you're on the edge of a 160-foot cliff. Just to say.
All right. Then I fly 25 feet up into the air, and that's my turn.
Perfect. All right. You've definitely gotten a lot of room on you and the Balor now. Idri, your turn, and let me know what you want to do. Also, what's up, Twitchers? I hope you're having a good day. Kind of sucks that my Lich wasn't able to take down these guys. He couldn't get into really tight quarters with them, which is what he wanted.
I would like
because then he could use his legendary reactions. He wasn't able to actually use
Misty
any
Step
of them because he
away
wasn't
from
in
this
range.
guy, and then smash him with the moonbeam.
Hell yeah.
There.
Okay. All right, now I gotta remember. Is your I can never remember your DC. Is it 17?
18 now.
Oh damn, yeah, it has been going up. Okay, yes, that's a fail. I had a sneaking suspicion he was failing. All right, and as we're chipping him down more and more, you're starting to see it wear down on this Balor now. He's starting to get a little bit winded. There's many different places where he's been burned by the moonbeams and stuff. And then, oh yeah, there we go. I was wondering, there we go, yeah. That's a good question. I'll just ping that out. 4d12. Did you do 12d4? No, you did 12d6. It's actually 4d12. I'm just going to go ahead and add that back, and we'll redo the damage on that there right now, Dingle.
Oh, you're right. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that tripped me out too. I was like, why is this one so much more than when we were hitting like 16 and like 20 and stuff on the other ones?
Yeah,
No, it's 4d12.
Yeah.
It's actually 4d12, not 12d4. Yeah, so it's backwards right now.
There you go.
Wow. And he still gets a pretty high amount. Like, literally the only difference was, what, 3? No, oh wait, it's 33, not... Okay, yeah. Cool. There's 14 difference. But anyways, I will do that now. Add that in. Thanks for catching that, K-Leg. I'd give you inspiration, but y'all already have it, so... anyways, unless you...
I keep forgetting how to use it.
Yeah, and I never use it. I just forget that I have it. Anyways, but it'll probably come up in the final battle. Maybe I'll put a note for myself or something. No problem. Just seeing you working it out. Cool. We're all caught up then now on the retcon damage. Again, it's not very big difference. So like I was explaining earlier, with all this moonbeam damage that's been trailing him around, there's little burns all over his body. And then, you know, the larger hits from the meteors and other things like that. Yeah, let's go ahead then. Adri, we're still in your turn, so is there anything else you want to do? Okay, cool. If you're done, that's all good. All right, it's my turn here. I actually do just need to take one little break here. I got to change some things. I'll be right back. So just give me 2 minutes. I just have to change something in my OBS quick.
Yeah, sorry about the whole Crown of Stars thing. I completely misread it.
No problem. It happens. Happens all the time to the best of us. Yeah, I'm just fixing our talking icons. I started the stream and I didn't have them all dialed in. Apparently, I only had K-Leg and mine working, so I have icons now that show the Twitch streamers who's talking, and I'm just going to quickly fix that. There's Dingle. I'm just going to get Adri's next, and then we'll be 1 minute here. Huh, okay. All right. Booyah. Okay, everybody give me a little chat. Hello.
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 Guten
Perfect.
Tag.
We're good to go. Quick little easy fix. All right. Now to Cagel's turn. We are looking down the barrel of the Balor. Cagel's feeling a little classy, a little sassy. He's looking to do some pretty big damage, as always. So, he's going to go ahead and use his 7th level now to go ahead and do a disintegrate. He's going for some big stuff now just because he's feeling it. Might probably got this in hand. Seeing the Lich go down made him feel better. Alright, let's go Balor. Oh, it comes through with the magic resistance. With a nat 20, but it was close. And then let's see what his save will do. The save's probably going to try and... I'm not sure. She can't really get to Adri right now, so she's just going to try and hit the Balor again, I guess. With the guiding bolt. And she is running out of spells. Ooh, wild magic. Here we go. Big crit. Let's go. And I will pull up a magic thing as I roll a D100 for Asayef to see if she's going to be okay after critting in this way. Regardless, though, the Balor will take the extra stuff. I'm going to put pink for the guiding bolt now. So now he's under Moonbeam and guiding bolt. And he takes 30 damage. Oh, is that what it is? You already...
Yep, I pulled it
Nice,
up for
thank you, thank you. Cool. So after she lets this go and you see the bolt explode, there's a bright light, and it's more bright than normal. Much brighter than the guiding bolt would be. We've seen her shoot this guiding bolt a few times and land it, but this explosion specifically is almost blinding for a half second. And as you guys all sort of regain your senses and regain your sight from that giant guiding flash, you look towards Asaif, and you can see she's turned completely blue, and it's a vibrant sort of like almost like a neon blue, but not quite that blue, kind of like the blue around her border of her token. And it's vibrating sort of a dim blue light within 10 feet of her, and she kind of looks down at herself and she goes, "Oh my god, what happened?" And that will be her turn. All right, Kayla, go ahead. We now see the Balor is with that last hit, another 30 points of damage, starting to get really beat up, and it's looking like it's starting to get a little desperate too. It's not sure if it wants to stick around, and now that its master, or at least its buddy, is dead.
So she is going to move up behind this boulder, but as she does that, when she's visible and can see it, she will cast a spell.
All right, what's up, Twitchers? If you're having a good day today, we're having this little Lich battle fight. It went pretty crazy, honestly. They burned him down real hard. Feel free to hit the like or what, it's not a like, a follow. And yeah, we'll be here pretty much every weekend doing D&D with these guys.
So she
and different groups. Yep, and I'll bring out the con save. Ooh, just barely. I guess with the magic resistance, he does get the 20, but he's able to pass it. Now, this is a halfer, right? Yep, it is.
Half as much on a successful.
Go ahead and hit me with some necrotic shit. I don't think we've even hit this guy with necrotic yet.
24, I think.
Oh yeah, the damage is already there. Thank you. Yeah, 24 is correct. Ooh, piece by piece. You guys are doing chunks now, big chunks. I like it. Yeah, you see this necrotic energy reach up into this demon's skin, and you can see the black tendrils of necrotic energy leeching life from him as the blight continues to spread over him. He does seem to sort of shake off a lot of the damage that happens, but you can see that about half of it remains and rings true to him. I better check too. He's got nothing on necrotic. Yeah, these guys aren't undead or anything like that. So, anyways, that's all good. Anything else?
No, she'll just keep hiding.
Sounds good to me. With our Lich friend dead and the Balor here, he is at a point where I would consider potentially trying to run away. Especially that last round. I'll roll it. We'll see. Oh, okay. He's going to stick around. So, I guess I got to attack somebody. Let's go. We're going to attack Adri. She's hurting the most, so that's where he's going to go. And he's going to unleash his weapons. Now, at the beginning of his turn, though, he takes the moonbeam damage. I didn't forget. Well, he did, but kind of. Anyways. He passes, taking 5. And at that point, Adri, as he does come towards you to attack you, you can see he is very, very, very hurt. Pieces of flesh have rotted off from the necrotic damage. There's been the acid and the bludgeoning that's punctured holes in his chest and stuff like that. But he will start to swing at you. Again, we won't... Wow, double crits. Wow. But we won't take the fire double on the whip. Let's see. Oof, double crits. Yikes. So we got 40, and then we got 57, and then we got 20. So a total of 77. The first one hits you and almost knocks you out. However, the whip is able to finish you off, and you are now unconscious. And the Balor laughs. He laughs an incredible, like, death laugh. Like, he knows, like a kamikaze, I'm about to die laugh. Dingle. You have just seen Adri get knocked down. However, the Balor looks like he's in real bad shape. Let me know what's up.
Alright, cool. I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points on transmute. And I'm going to spend them on Scorching Ray, which is upcast to 5th level. So that is 3, 4, 5. About 5 rays. And the fire damage is transmuted to acid.
Slick. You've seen it work before, so let's keep hitting them. Yeah, it's 5 rays? How many?
Yeah, 5.
That's what I thought. It's a 3rd level spell and 1 above every else. So casting at 5th will give you 5, and let's go through it. 21 is a hit. You're going to probably find out his AC, basically. Everything else is not other than the 8. No, the 18 is not either. So you get 1 bolt through the first one.
Alright. In my bonus action, I'm going to throw out another Mode of Light at him, leaving me with 2 more.
Wonderful. And as that first Scorching Ray hits... Oh, sorry. Yeah, that one doesn't, but... as that first Scorching Ray hits, also you did have advantage on it from the Guiding Bolt, and when it hits, the guiding energy dissipates.
Alright. Yeah, that's my turn.
Wonderful. Also, the Moonbeam is down.
You had advantage on the one that actually hit.
Yeah, that's kind of, it's like, oh, dang. It's like, the one that I rolled 21 on, I had advantage on. I didn't even need it. Better do the damage. Okay, I just got that all done, so let's go to... And that's the end of your turn, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Adri, I will get you to make me a death saving throw. All right, 1 failure. Okay, Kadril. I don't know what I want to do. This guy's looking a little bit beat up, a little bit shitty. I don't know if I should just kill him. I think I'm going to try something a little bit weird. Instead of trying to kill him outright, I'm going to try and hit him with a polymorph. And that way we can maybe heal up and do some stuff. Regardless, let's go ahead and try it. And he will have to make a wisdom saving throw, I believe is how this works. Yep. Kadril's still like in sort of an investigative mode, so he's kind of feeling like he doesn't want to quite kill this guy. He's thinking there might be some way we can, do some weird shit with him. So, anyways, wisdom saving throw coming through. Oh, fuck. Wow. Just has to crit on me, too, to make me feel like it. Anyways. Yikes. And then a Saif will go ahead and heal. What's her face? Oh, wait. I have to get over the crag. Is there a way to do that? I actually have to get over this fissure. The fissure is a problem. So just give me a sec. I'm going to look at her stuff.
Just to metagame slightly.
Please.
If Adri's down, Asayef might realize she'd be next, so I would hide if I were her. If she can't do anything to help Adri.
That makes sense. Unfortunately, I think she will have to do that, but she will use... So that would be a good strategy. I totally agree. She has one last powerful-ish spell that she's going to try and use, and I think it's worth it for her. She's gonna try because she knows she is gonna be next, but this is kind of like a win-loss kind of thing for her, where she's gonna go for it. It's her last level 4 spell, Banishment. It gives her at least one shot. Other than this, like, she doesn't really have much, and she cannot heal Adri, unfortunately, right now. So she will try and reach the Balor with a Banishment spell and see if she can go ahead and do that. Send him back to where he came from, out of this existence, away from this plane. Charisma saving throw, let's go. Damn. All right. He passes. Now. Say if, I'm just seeing if she has anything else. I don't think she has a bonus action cantrip, but she might. Probably not. Okay, cool. No, she does not. So, she will start to run away, but not towards K-Leg, because she knows that this thing is encased in fire, and if it'd probably be bad if we both ended up in the same spot. So she's just going to start running along the fissure.
I don't know where Caleb is, necessarily.
True. You know what? I could even do this, though. Because you're not technically action hidden, and I don't think you even try to stealth check, so it would just be a simple perception to see if she sees you. Alright, well, she doesn't see you, so actually she is going to run more directly towards actually where you are because she's trying to hide. And then she gets to where you are, and she's like, oh, you're here. Once she gets over the shoulder kind of thing. What'd you say?
This is a good place to hide.
Oh, it definitely is. It's not surprising somebody's here. Dun dun dun. K-Leg, your turn now, as the healer has started to run away because she could not reach Adri over the unfortunate fissures.
Alright, so Caleb's gonna have to step out a few feet just to be in range. And the last one seemed to work alright, so she'll try it again.
Alright, he does pass, but again, he'll still take half. He can't get away from it.
27.
Yep. No, wait. It's 28 because it's 40. No, wait. Oh man, yeah, 47. No, 57, and then 28 is 56. Okay, here we go. That's a lot of damage, and well, how do you want to do it?
Leave my friends alone.
All right.
And she'll just make it rain. Necromancy.
Necromancy, necrotic shit. We're killing these motherfuckers. Hell yeah. Just kidding. Anyways. All right. Well, you guys see this necrotic energy spread across the Balor's body. And now we are going to have to do something a little bit interesting.
Yes.
K-Leg, you have now exploded a creature. You would have not known this, so don't worry about it. But everybody within the reach of this creature who is sort of going to explode, I'll just read it. When the Balor dies, it explodes, and each creature within 30 feet must make a dexterity saving throw, taking 70 damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. Alright, what this means is that Adri is going to take damage while she is in a death throw. Now, I'm not exactly sure how this works. We're going to have to read this all out, because what happens when you take damage when you're down already is usually you take at least one saving throw, if not 2 fails. If it is 2, this might be the death of Adrian. Now, I'm just going to look it up.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Adri's dead. Because even if she fails a saving throw, there's still the 20d6 damage. And, well, she's already unconscious, and from what the rulebook says, if I remember correctly, is if you're downed, it's like 2 counts towards your death saving throw. And she failed one earlier.
Yep, she failed one earlier, which is the biggest part of this. I'm just going through unconscious and all this stuff. If you want to help me out here, feel free, because it's a big moment and I don't want to get it wrong. But an unconscious creature is incapacitated, can't move, speak, or is unaware of its surroundings. It drops prone, and then it fails automatically all of its saves. So in this, we will roll the 20d6, and you will take that full damage. And then attack rolls, which is this isn't, and attack rolls that hit get critical, which it won't, because this is technically not an attack roll. So anything that now I just want to read. Now we're gonna have to go to like failed saves and stuff.
Hey, Adri, how much health do you have?
129 points. She is quite constitutionally viable, so the damage specifically will not kill her outright. But I want to know how damage interacts with death saves, and that's what I'm going to go check out next. Stand by.
Yeah, I did the math, and the max damage was 120. So I think Adri would have been fine anyways.
Yep, and now I'm just seeing if when she takes damage as an unconscious creature, if it would have how many death saves that would be. And for some reason I'm really failing on this, and I had a handout of it once upon a time, but now I don't, so I might have to go to my DMG of all things.
So I'm reading automatically fail 1 death saving throw, or 2 if the damage is from a critical hit.
I knew it! There is a difference. Okay, so that was the thing. If this was like, if the Balor died and did a specific attack on you, you would have gotten crit, and you would have gotten 2, and you would have died. However, this is an AoE attack. You only take the damage, and because the damage is not enough to outright kill you, over 129, while you are unconscious, you still only take 1 death saving throw. And that means you would only take 2, which means you are simply unconscious and not dead. And just wait, K-Leg, where'd you pull that from?
It's the player's handbook, page 197.
Awesome, thank you. I will go check that just to double check. However, it looks like you are safe. You did not get critted, which was the whole big thing that I was worried about with that one. So. Oh wait, you said the PHB, right? Not the Dungeon Master guy?
Correct.
Alright, and 197?
Correct.
I'll be back real quick.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just going to double check, verify this. Like I said, it's kind of a big moment because depending on what happens after this, we'd have to RP all sorts of different things and expend different things. So just want to make sure we get this set right. I do have, like, that was my intuition though, was that what you have told me now is correct. So damage at 0 hit points. If you take damage while you have 0 hit points, you suffer a single death saving throw failure. If the damage is from a critical, you suffer 2 instead. If the damage equals or exceeds your maximum hit point, you suffer instant death. We have found the ruling, thank you, K-Leg. And yeah, Adri, you are only on your 2nd death saving throw, so we will be able to stabilize you now that this has ended. However, it does look kind of crazy as K-Leg finishes off the creature, and the necrotic energy rips into this demon's body, and as it finishes it off, the demon lets out a howl, and its body explodes, and we see the explosion encompass the body already unconscious of Adri, and when it is settled, we are able to see that she is still breathing, luckily. And however, we are separated by these fissures. So one of the first things Cadril will definitely do is just start running, and I will bonus action Missy Step over the crag, and I will run to Adrian.
There.
Oh, okay. Well, at least I'm getting there. At least. Nice. And then I see that K-Leg is able to hit you with the healing, and you come back up. I'll drop your hit points in there for you. And you are at 70 hit points now, as you are no longer unconscious, Adrian. And Cadril will put a hand on Adri's shoulder as you're still prone, and he'll say, Adri, are you okay? I thought we lost you there for a moment.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Thank goodness you didn't.
No doubt, I don't know what we would have done. We need everyone we can get in this crazy voyage. That was so unexpected. That Balor was incredibly strong.
Hey, Idri! Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm just like waving my arm back.
Good job, K-Leg. Thanks for healing her.
What's that?
Alright, good. Alright, well, while that's done, I'm gonna take care of these guys. And with that, Dingle's going to unload one of his motes of light into the Lich, like fly over to the Balor, then unload the
Balor's
to
gone.
it.
Balor's gone. There's nothing left.
In that case, he
Okay.
just fires off both. He fires off both lights at the Lich. And with that, he's out of motes of light.
Oh yeah,
It
cool.
even
So
destroys
you're,
his weapons, which is a bummer, but
yeah, I'm just saying.
Taking any chances.
Are you aiming at his body, or like are you trying to what are you trying to do with your bolts right now?
But it's aiming at his body. Like
Okay.
no in particular.
Yeah, that's fine. You're launching radiant bolts right into his chest or whatever and hitting him.
can I dispel magic the other two items that I saw? Well, actually, I don't know what they are.
I'm like, you could.
So
Do you want to?
I would like to know what they are.
All right. Well, let's
I
get
don't
into the
have- I don't
loot.
think I have identify though.
I know none of us took it. Like, I don't think I took it. And like, I'm in other campaigns where they're like, man, you have a weird wizard. You're like all damage and some weird like combat tricks, and like you have like no RP shit. And I was like, I have comprehend languages, and they're like, haha, it's like a 3rd level spell, you idiot. Anyways, regardless, I should have identify. But let's get to the loot. Give me the loot. Give me
I
the
don't
loot.
even know if I have the option.
Yeah, I think it's actually a really like just like wizard, sorcerer, maybe bard spell or something like that. It's like it's kind of weird. All right, so let us look at this loot in this body here. Let's say if we'll come join you. She'll pat your shoulder too as you walk by K-Leg and she'll say, "You fought well, K-Leg. Thanks for staying by my side."
Oh, that was so scary. I didn't know if we were going to make it.
Well, luckily, it seems we have a pretty good group amongst us. A good balance of folks who can take care of each other and other people who can put down those who are trying to hurt us. All right, I'll get you guys to roll invest. No, you don't need to roll it. Yeah, no, it's all out in the open, so he has no real like crazy pockets or anything. Regardless, you get over there, and you see on his body, you have already seen these things, K-Leg, from your perception check. The necklace, and then there's a ring that's on his finger, and then also he has that secondary cloak, which is now non-magical. It's just a regular piece of cloak.
What was it?
It was a cloak of protection, which had a +1 AC bonus. So I think some of us already have cloaks of protection. It's a very similar one. The reason I actually brought it in was to hopefully get Adri one, because I think we all have one, or maybe some of us do, but I don't think Adri does, and I thought it would be cool if we all had cloaks. Regardless, it is now a non-magical cloak, but it is a cloak, so it's just a cloak.
Sorry, Adri.
Yeah, I guess I shouldn't tell you that kind of stuff. I'm like, well, you don't need to know that. But at the same time, one of my players was like, man, I always want to know like the weird like questions that like, you know, between like DM and players about the game. And I'm like, that's fine. I'll answer those questions. Like, what would have happened if this happened? You know, it's like, well, unless it's gonna have an impact further down, I'm down to talk about what would have happened. So, yeah, you would have had a cloak +1, not much different, just a 1 AC. So yeah. Okay.
Alright, so the other two things, though, since none of us can identify them, would we just try attuning to it or something and figure it out?
That would be a little bit difficult. I'm pretty sure you actually need to know something about it. I would allow you arcane checks on certain ones of these because they're not particularly crazy items, and then other ones it would require a much higher thing, and you probably won't pass the DC. But we'll see. We'll get there. Cadril specifically is built into Arcana checks, so even though he doesn't have Identify, he can at least use these Arcana checks to, I say at least, have the knowledge because he's a fucking 300-year-old elf and he's been studying arcane magic objects that whole time. So anyways, regardless, we've got some items here. So far we've got the necklace and we've got the cloak and we've got the ring. There are also some other items that are in his like cloak or in his robes. So there is also a pearl that is about hand-sized, and it's sort of opaque, and he's carrying that around, and oh, and that's everything.
A pearl?
Alright, I'd
Yep.
like to check the pearl.
All right, so the way we'll do this is we'll just
Metagame, I think I know what it is, but
yeah, it's pretty. If you've played this game before, it's a pretty common item. It might come up. So again, this is why I probably won't put a high DC on some of these things. The other ones that are more important, definitely. But anyways, we'll start with the pearl because Dingle said he wanted to. Everybody roll Arcana checks as we all pass these items around.
straight Arcana.
Yeah, just straight Arcana. No history or religion.
Almost a nat 20.
This is specifically usually like a mage's item, so I figured we should do that. I'm looking at my sheets, but who got almost a nat 20? Anyways, we'll get there. I don't think 16's enough. Sorry. Unfortunately.
Alright. Well, if Dingo knows... Oh, never mind.
All right, yeah, that's fine. Cadril knows that it's a pearl of power. You guys can check that out in the compendium. It allows you to have another spell slot essentially, and you can use it while you're in battle to gain more spell energy. And yeah, he'll let you know that. And again, if you want to look it up in the compendium, that'll give you a bit of a better idea. I can even do that too to give a better description.
Can I take that? I'm a sorcerer, so I have very low spell slots.
To be completely honest, Cadril will also talk about the need for Dingle to have this item specifically. Cadril thinks that, Dingle has a limited amount of spell slots already. I think we should be giving it to him. I don't need it at all. I have as many spell slots as I need. But I think this would be a good item for Dingle.
Dingle's very effective when he uses his spells, so I would advocate for that.
Yes. Yes, his spells are very powerful.
All right. Well, I'm glad we're all in agreement. Yeah, I did have this item specifically going to Dingle anyways, as built into this, because, yeah. Regardless, the next one, now that we know and have, there we go, we've already got one of them out of the way. The necklace is the next thing, so we can all start rolling on that. I knew this was going to happen. I'm like, he's built into Arcana so heavily, it's ridiculous. I have proficiencies in it as a character, so...
Eh.
Oh, nice. Dingle, you are the one. I'll even say that I don't know what it is, but Dingle, you know what it is. And I need to look at my loot to know what it is. There we go. Yes, it's a necklace of adaptation. This was the necklace that he was wearing during the battle. It's the kind of necklace that allows you to breathe normally in foggy type environments or poisonous type environments, those types of clouds. I wonder if I can ping these out actually. But regardless, it allows you to be immune to sort of those types like cloud kill and those types of area of effect kind of foggy spells that also have effects to them. This one has a question mark beside it, by the way. I just wanted it in case somebody else tried to cast some AoE shit on him weirdly. But this is just another piece. I believe it requires attunement, and I didn't make resources for everybody, but I think I made resources for myself. So some of us will be pretty close to having all of our attunement slots filled, which is 3. And then others of us will not have very many attunement slots filled. If you want to go ahead now and take some time in your character sheet to build a resource in the resource section, which is on the right-hand side, and you can do it for just have an attunement one, and it's out of 3. So I think right now I have 1 out of 3. Yeah, I'm attuned to 1 out of 3. I do have some other magic items, but they do not require attunement. So I will say that I do have other items, which is fine. Like, I don't need to have more. I'm attuned to what I need for now. So you guys can talk about it more, whether or not you want to take these magic items. But for now, we have this necklace. And yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I can actually ping it out or something, but I can just take it. Or I'll just read it. So, you have an advantage saving throw. Pardon me, it is not immunity, actually. It is an advantage saving throw. It never came up in the battle, so whatever. But yeah, any sort of breath weapons of some dragons, so like acid and poison, and stinking cloud effects, those types of things, you would get advantage on saving throws for those. So any sorts of gases or vapors, yeah. And yeah, feel free to take your time. Hey, what's up, Soap? I just see Soap in the chat. I've been pretty busy. Holy, and my phone got booted away. I've been talking to chat all night long, and I think this is the first one who said, hey, what's up, Soap? Yo, we just finished killing the Lich, man. It was crazy. These kids are so good. The counter spells came through. Oh, wait, I'm still talking on... Sorry, guys. I didn't realize I was still shift talking. I thought I was talking on Twitch, and I'm, like, yelling at you guys.
So we're kids to you, huh?
Pardon?
So we're kids to you, huh? I see how it is.
Oh, well, I don't mean technically kids.
Don't worry, I'm just busting your balls. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, also, I do have to end it early today, so we're gonna go for like maybe 5 more minutes, just talking about the loot and all this type of stuff. Get that out, and then I have to end the session. And I'll give you XP, and we'll talk about moving forward. And we don't have the session at the end of the month this time, but we'll be back in July. I'll be posting the schedule on Sunday, and then yeah, we've got to get ready. I gotta get ready to DJ. Whoop whoop.
Nice.
So who wants this necklace? And who is
I-
full of attunements? Who has 3 out of 3? Does anybody have 3 out of 3?
Nine
I
out
don't
of 2
want
out of
to
3.
right now, but
I think maybe K-Leg or Adri should get the necklace. They can make better use out of it.
Okay, cool.
Especially legs and melee so much with beast shape.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We picked up a bunch of magic items though, but we didn't talk about whether they all needed attunement when we were in town. So I'm not sure which of my magical items.
Okay, none of your custom items are magic. They were just like crafted by really good leather workers with the hides that you brought them. So,
No, I have like boots of striding, and then I got a really fancy trident.
oh, okay. So Boots of Striding, I'll look it up. I think they're both in the compendium, and they will tell you if they need it or not. So let's go check Boots of Striding quickly.
boots attunement.
Yep, so that's 1.
And then trident of fish command.
Oh yeah, I remember this one. That should probably require it too. I think it's only.
Nope, it doesn't specify.
Oh.
Yeah, it does actually. I see
It
it.
does not say attunement.
I see it at the bottom of the page of the actual, like the D&D page, not just the description. So it says range 2060, range thrown versatile. This is a copy paste straight from the thing. And you can see at the very, very bottom, in between weight and range, it has the requires attunement section, and it says requires attunement.
2 out of 3.
Oh, where did you find that out? 'Cause it's not in
So
level 21. It's not in the compendium.
is the Trident of Fish command not in the compendium?
The trident is, attunement is not.
You got to scroll down all the way to the bottom of the attributes. So show attributes list. You'll have to click show attributes list if you're not showing it, and then it'll say on the secondary part of the description at the very, very bottom where it is.
Yeah, it does not.
That's really weird. I can check the DMG, but I have it clearly on mine. I can read it, and I've done it a few times. You guys might not have. I don't know. I don't know why it wouldn't work. Trident of Fish command, right?
Correct.
All right, we'll check the DMG. Not a
Yeah,
problem for
everything
me.
else is the same. It just doesn't have. It doesn't have attunement. That's weird.
Do you know what I mean? How it's separated into two separate places, though, where one looks like the actual segment had been taken like a picture out of the DMG, and another one is actually just a written paragraph.
Yes,
Right.
yes. It's in. If you click the show abilities, attributes, or whatever, if you scroll down to the bottom, it's beneath range and above weight. It says requires attunement in bold. Then beneath the bold, it says requires attunement.
It's not on mine. It goes range, secondary damage, subtype, which is trident and martial, and weight. Whatever I'm looking at, and it says trident of fish command. But
Oh.
you know, whatever I'm looking at doesn't have attunement. I don't know why what I'm seeing is different from what you guys are seeing.
You have the Dungeon Master's Guide.
I actually just recently
least not
purchased
bad.
it, so
I have whatever he has.
yeah, and I
I'm
actually
looking at
just
the
recently
companion,
purchased the
so-
DMG, so actually I do have it.
Oh, I see it. You're looking at the the 5th edition SRD version. That one doesn't actually say it. If you go to the Dungeon Master's Guide version, it does tell you.
Oh, top right-hand corner under source, you have to change your source type, and then it'll show the full thing.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
So when you open the page of the Trident of the Fish command, when you go up and you can scroll up to the very top, above table of contents, and sort of like in the little drop-down menu area, that's where you can start to see the sources. And then you can change between the two of them.
It says I don't own the DMG, so
Oh, weird. That's so weird. Well, interesting. Because I do. I thought that you would have access to it. That's so weird.
yeah. So, oh well. Yeah, whatever you have, I guess that goes. But
Yeah, SRD's a little different, but anyways, I guess that's why you can't see it. Damn. But regardless, that one will be an attunement. So yeah, it's 2 out of 3. And if there's any other questions, just we'll type them in the Discord and we'll go from there. But for now, let's go. I think we've got one last thing.
the ring.
Yeah, that should.
Yep. All right, let's all roll for the ring, and then I can get that out of the way, and I'll be gone into the mists. Oh, Dingle, let's have an Arcana
I'm
off.
rocking this.
Yeah, I love it. All right. Anyways, yeah, Dingle and I both know it's a ring of evasion. You won't like these tell you what it is, but you need the identify spell to tell you how many charges things are, all the other types of stuff. A ring of evasion. You can check that out in the compendium as well. And if you need to look it up for the DMG, just check it out online. Usually, sometimes that might be even better. But anyways, that's the last part of today. As you guys realize, it is a ring of evasion, and we can talk about who gets it and all that type of stuff later. And at this point, we wouldn't have any idea of how many charges it has.
So, according to what I can see, where in magic items under attunement, it says we just have to spend a short rest, and we could know.
Oh yeah, you do have to. Yeah, that's exactly right. You can spend a short rest, learning about and attuning to the item, I believe, and then that's all you need.
All right. And how much experience did we get?
Oh yeah, here's the fun part.
None. Just kidding.
You're all dead. Just kidding. It was all a dream. Alrighty, so 55. That puts us to. We're gonna be just under level 20. I will let you know that. 354.200 or 0.2 thousand. So 354.2.
Holy cow! And how long would you say that battle, all of that took?
Well, so I
The
learned a little
battle,
bit.
the figuring, the looting and whatnot.
Yeah, I learned a little bit about time, and usually it's 6 seconds a round or whatever, but that can increase and decrease depending on how many people are involved. This is a bit of a smaller battle, so it went pretty quick. It's probably only a few minutes that the actual battle, once we got into it, started. And then we maybe spent, 5-10 minutes looking around doing this, so 10-15 minutes minus whatever we were at. I think it was 12 hours, or yeah, we were down to 12 hours, right? So we're down to like 11 3/4 hours kind of thing. I can't remember. We had the T minus way at the top there, but
Yeah, we were at 12 when we started today, so
yep, that's what I thought.
just plan on 11 and a half, 11:45.
There we go. T minus 11.75 hours, as we know that the army of Javrok is going to show up. The cultists are going to be here eventually, and we've just kind of waiting for them, waiting also for Soul to show up, for all of our allies to show up. We've kind of cleared out this area finally, and now this place is 100% ours. We don't need to do the Hallow spell anymore. We know that this place has been consecrated, or at least it isn't desecrated anymore because the Hallow ended, but at least they cannot use it for what they wanted to originally. And now all we have to do is wait for the final battle, I guess, or for all the people to show up to the party.
Yeah, party time.
And I guess that kind of leaves us with like really only 2 or 3 left. The next few will be, just dealing with all of the whatever happens in this sort of confrontation. And then I was thinking we'd probably want one maybe session to do a little backstory and stuff, and to just add a little bit of a denouement and maybe even ask questions about stuff that happened in the campaign. But we'll talk about that in the Discord. For now, I will see you guys later, and we'll go ahead and don't do your level ups yet.
Next week.
And no game next week. Yeah, I've got the weekend off for both my games, and then we'll be back. I'll be posting the schedule for July next week, and then we'll be back in July.
All right. Have fun DJing.
Yeah, I gotta get to that right now. So peace out and have a good day, guys.
See you later.
All right, what's up, Twitchers? Everybody's sticking around. I do have to do a little bit of DJing right now. I'm getting my whole system set up. So let's just go let's go do it right now. Let's go crazy. Okay, I got some stuff to do right now. Live Switch, yeah, we're doing live Switch. That's exactly right. You betcha. I had to just quickly do something. So here, we're going to get let's do a live Switch. This is crazy. I'm going to have to end it eventually, but we'll go back to the DJ scene. Actually, wait, I got to get... Okay, there's my mic. Okay, I got the mic now. Yeah, everything, and the music's playing still good. Okay. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. All right. Oh, God. Let's get the video in here. Building a stream. It's a beautiful dream. Yeah. Let's see. Video. What should I gotta set it low, though. Low, bro. This one can't handle. Oh, hey, there I am. All right. Hold up. We're going to go put it back now. We're going to go back there. Peace out. Yeah, yeah. Check, 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 check. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, all right. We getting it. We getting it hot now. Listen, can y'all hear that? Let me see. It's got to come up a bit. It's got to come up a bit.
Going like a this shit so fucking hard, let's go.
Yeah, yeah. We got Toji in the house now. He's coming to chill. Yeah. What's up? I see that out there. I'm gonna get to that right away. I gotta get shit set up though. Yeah. All right, we're looking good now. I gotta go get the stream key for my next job. I'll be jumping on the Y After Hours show after this. I'll be hosting it for my channel, I think. I don't know. I fucking hope so. I think I didn't set it up, so we'll see. Regardless, if you want to see it, it'll be at the Y After Hours channel. I'm gonna be playing on their channel specifically because what we're doing is for charity, you know. So I don't need money on my channel. We've got it organized with all these people to get it all together, you know. All right, where are we at here? The stream key. That's what I'm getting. I'm also gonna put in a couple overlays while we do this. Oh shit, I gotta get it on the other computer over there. I'm gonna be working in front of y'all. It's gonna be weird. I'm gonna take that small 420 hoot though. Let's get that going and then I gotta go do this and that. Alright, I can't even read chat. It's too far away, but I'll get there. Yeah, get one in before the Y. Let's go. Alright, I'll be right back. Going to the bathroom, then we're gonna get this going.
when the rain hits my window. I take it, me some Indo. Me and Timberland, ooh, we sang a jango. We so tight that you get our styles tango. Sway your do-si-do like you loco. Can we get kinky tonight like Coco? So, you wanna play with my yo-yo? I smoke my hydro on the D-Lo. I can't stand the rain. It's my I can't stand the rain. Beep, beep. Who got the keys to the Jeep? I'm driving to the beach. Top down, loud sound, see my peeps. Give them pounds, now look who it be. It be me, and Timothy. Look like it's about to rain, what a shame. I got the armor or the shine of the stain. Old Missy, try to maintain. Vicky, I can't stand the rain. I can't stand the rain. It's my I can't stand the rain. It's my I can't stand.
All right. Well, we got the overlays going now, so we're looking pretty good. Just gonna make sure that everything's proper and sounding good. You guys said sounded good. I don't know if anybody's still here. I'm not really checking everything, but let me know if it's sounding good. Let me see who's in here. Even that was some work. Probably everyone left. That's usually how it goes. Oh, we got some peeps still. Well, here we go. Just gonna dial in the music a bit more. Yeah. Now get the vocals right. A little bit more in the vocals. There we go. Hello. Yeah. Sounding good, sounding right. All right. Well, good thing I got that out of the way. I know how to fix that.